Ladies and gentlemen and in-betweeners, I'm your host, Alexander Rodriguez, here with On the Rocks radio show, where celebrities and cocktails mix tonight. Things are heating up with internationally and celebrities sought after and apparent besties with Lindsay Lohan. DJ Ryan Kenney is here. Also returning to On the Rocks, we have MTV's X on the Beach and E! Entertainment's What Happens at the Abbey. We all know what happens at the Abbey. Cory Z is here to tell his side of the story, the shade of it all, with special call-in from Palm Springs with Miss Rusty Waters to give us her tips on how to win a drag competition, and my guest co-host, my evil twin sister, socialite Eric Restivo, and me, your favorite host with the deepest voice. So raise a glass and let the games begin.
Cheers.
Thank you for being.
Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death.
I'd like to propose a toast.
This is On the Rocks with Alexander, coming at you live, where I drink with your favorite celebrities as we talk about fashion, entertainment, pop culture, reality TV, and, well, that's about it. So pop a cork, lean back, and raise a glass to On the Rocks.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Lord help us, buttons and bows and pantyhose. This is On the Rocks, the place where we're too glam to give a damn. Okay, Super Bowl halftime. Hated it. It was 5 maroons too many.
Seriously, bring a book.
Right?
Yeah.
What happened? In the most boring game ever, lowest score in Super Bowl history. Believe it or not, I love football. I follow football. I have jerseys, like for real, and then for the outfits.
Is there a sound
but,
effect
like, I really
for that?
do.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like, oh!
I'm assuming lowest ratings too, because it was
No,
just
I
all
did see
around.
something.
yeah, there was an article that
Yeah.
said it was
The ratings
lowest
went like
rating.
this, halftime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like, whatever. But we know the Patriots won. Tom Brady's wife, Giselle, let him have 1 extra almond at bedtime. Did anybody notice his Make America Great Again red hat in the locker room during his interviews?
He did not.
Yes, he did. How can somebody so hot be so not? But we don't get political.
all these like Trump and him have these foreign beautiful wives, but they don't want to build a wall.
Well, Tom Brady is hot. He can get a hot wife.
No, but I'm saying
you know,
they don't want immigrants, but as long as their wife is an immigrant.
mail order. I just need a mail order, MALE order. Happy birthday to me, by the way. This
happy birthday.
Well,
Your
kind
birthday?
of. This week, this day marks my 6th year on the air in an incarnation.
Your sixth?
6th year. What a sick year? I called in sick this year. Thank you, Kurt.
Fat.
Thank you. What a journey it has been. I wonder if we were to count how many bottles of vodka we have gone through.
Oh my.
Because
Oh
now
my.
because we've had a lot of Bravo and MTV people on lately.
Yeah.
We're literally going through like 2 bottles per
You've
week.
kept,
about
you've
right.
kept Svedka in business, not to
Yes,
let
well,
everyone
we
know
do
what we're
have,
drinking. But
well,
that's
we
what
do
it is,
have a
yeah.
new vodka sponsor on the way. We just are waiting for the shipment. Okay.
Do they know how much they have to provide though?
See, that's
You just
usually-
keep that quiet.
when we get a sponsor, we're like, we'll send you a couple of bottles. I'm like, great. And next week? Anyway, but if you've been keeping up, you know the show has been expanding like crazy. Thank you to all of our listeners and celeb guests that have supported the show. This Thursday, I will be doing the morning show on Palm Springs' new radio station, serving the Coachella Valley on 106.5 FM with radio personality John Taylor. The call letters are literally K-gay. Like, for real. I'm not even kidding you. But I have to be on Thursday morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. 6 a.m.
Normally when you go to bed, honey.
Well, see, I think because
Right.
I have 2 events the night before, so I think I'm just going to stay up.
Are the events in LA?
No, Palm Springs.
Okay, well at least
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have to commute.
yeah.
And at least it's not on camera.
feel
Even
like
though you still, I'm
The
still
events end
gonna.
at like 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.
Yeah, but like 6 a.m. Like and they're like, oh,
Yo,
call
Palm
time's
Springs,
5:45. I'm like, what?
Why?
I don't know. Thank you to our sober listeners for tuning in. We love you. Thank you for holding our hair back and driving us home. Drunk texting is literally the only sport that I could win the Super Bowl at. Hello to our listeners around the nation on iHeartRadio, Universal Broadcasting Network, Player FM, Stitcher, TuneIn, Satchel, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Of course, we are on Facebook Live on Trending Now in San Diego, True FM in Ohio, and nationally on Bear World Magazine. Roar! Check out my weekly Bear World Magazine movie news, celebrity interviews, and movie reviews. And now we're doing it via video, by the way. This week I talk about Bohemian Rhapsody drama. We know GLAAD dropped it as a Best Picture nominee because of allegedly Bryan Singer. And I think all of us have some information on those alleged allegations on Mr.
I'm not
Bryan
singing.
Singer.
I'm not singing on this one.
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to be killed in the parking lot. Like Elton John's out there with like a pistol and like there's like an X-Men waiting for me. But allegedly. But I don't think that the whole film should be dropped from GLAAD's Best Picture just because of him. What about the actors, the crew, everybody else? But Rami, we all love Rami, is now saying that he did not enjoy working with Bryan Singer and that it was not fun.
Sounds like a Roseanne kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like the Roseanne reboot.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Did he make any accusations though, like specific?
Rami or?
Rami.
No, in fact, he refused to go into detail. He says, I want the focus to be on the film, but it was not a good experience. And when you're putting yourself out there like Rami did with this role, not only is there so much expectation to nail it, there's also the costuming that he had to put in that, not everybody's comfortable in everybody knowing if you're Jewish or not.
Right.
Well, who am I talking
the
to? This crowd
prosthetic-
here,
the
everybody knows.
prosthetic, too.
Yeah.
Not the most appealing look.
Right.
Right. And then he has to, anyway, it was a lot of drama. And then they asked Queen to open up the Oscars this year, the original members of Queen, and they said no. How do you say no to opening the Oscars?
No. Just like that.
Money, honey.
Yeah.
And supposedly, you're not supposed to...
Do they pay?
I think at this
I
point,
think they'd
just
have
like,
to pay Queen,
performers?
right? I mean,
Well, but just like the Super Bowl, you're not supposed to get paid halftime, but they paid Maroon 5 $500,000.
Well,
That they've never paid before.
Didn't
never pay
Katy
halftime?
Perry
No,
pay to do it?
So they do
though?
that for free?
Well,
I didn't know
usually-
that. I thought that you got paid to do
No.
this.
So
did I.
Wow.
No.
Gaga paid. Gaga paid to do it.
She did?
Yeah, supposedly that's the rumor. She actually first time they actually got paid.
Do they give
That's
you
weird.
Do they
Yeah.
give you a budget for all your technical stuff that like
That's
how
a good
Katy Perry
question.
had that lion thing that she
And the
took
shark.
around the- right.
Look at the shark that went
The shark.
viral.
Well, I mean that shark got the best payment of all of it. I mean,
That
like,
shark was
yeah.
the Fiji water of that time,
Yeah.
the Fiji water girl.
That shark was the meme before Lindsay.
Right, it's true.
It was.
Yeah.
Lindsay did take that though.
You guys, by the end of the show, we're all
She
going to
took
do our
it
own
and, like,
version of the
ran.
Lindsay dance.
Well, stumbled, but
Right. The Lilo, honey.
Anyway, a big shout out to our sponsor, Vista Grande Resort, an oasis in the oasis of Palm Springs. 29 rooms over an acre of land with rooms ranging from 250 square feet for, a little private time to the luxurious full apartment I stay in when I visit. It has 2 pools, a lagoon, and a waterfall. and a steam room.
lagoon?
There's a whole
A
lagoon.
lagoon.
There's a picture of it.
Oh
a
my
lagoon.
God.
oh my god, that is pretty chic.
You get
Yeah.
a lagoon
And a
and
steam-
you get a
lagoon.
lagoon.
You guys, my apartment that they put me in is so big. I'm like, it's so big. I get lost in it.
Let's go to the lagoon.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Also, they serve you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're around, it's to encourage you meeting the other residents. It's an amazing resort, even a steam room. You can't get much better. Go to VistaGrandeResort.com to book your stay. And I'm actually heading there tomorrow.
Hey.
Do you know your bare worth? Bare worth clothing is a reminder if you're struggling, whether in self-esteem, self-image, health, relationships, or life, you are good enough and you are strong enough. Using apparel as a tool to lift your spirits and build confidence. They have tons of fun clothing, accessories, backpacks, even pillows and towels for men of every shape and size. Visit them at bareworth.com, and they sent me a box of stuff. I never dress casual. I never dress casual.
Right.
I don't think you've ever seen me in anything.
Well,
We've even shared a hotel room.
Anything, wow.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, we shared a hotel room, but to be fair, you woke up and
Real
went
talk.
to
In a
bed
suit.
in that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like-
He was always in, I'm pretty sure that one time in the shower you were
I
showering
changed suits,
with the
though.
suit
Don't
on.
let
You're
people
sleeping.
think.
You changed into your sleeping
Yeah.
suit.
Yes.
I have seen your hair really messed up, though, before.
Yeah, my
I
hair
have
gets
seen that.
super
Yes,
big.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Anyway, but they sent me a bunch of clothing. I've actually started wearing it: a hoodie, hats, T-shirts, and I'll be wearing it this week in Palm Springs. So check them out. Our website has been updated. Looks gorgeous. You can watch and listen to everything on the rocks for free. You can also watch our video on Facebook, YouTube, and of course the now trending app. Mama Rose is in the chat room on ubngo.com and Facebook. Ask her your questions. She has watched every episode of X on the Beach. She has downloaded all your tracks, and she went into the oldies.
Mama
with your
Rose
tracks.
does her homework.
She
really
does. Yes.
Wow.
So she's like, make sure you ask
Respect.
this, make sure you ask that.
Respect.
Or she'll text me, she's like, Corey's, he's coming on, ask him this. Like, okay, we will. Keep her busy, but if it's a burning question, she will text me, we'll ask it here on the air. Keep her busy. She's next to the bottle of vodka. I don't need her drunk stalking people on ChristianMingle.com. Kurt, hello to our engineer. Kurt, do you have a pun?
Hi, Kurt.
You're so punny.
I always have a pun for you.
Oh, I'm glad you kind of brushed your hair today. Last week was, woo, it was like Ellen on a day off.
Well, I thought it was warranted.
It's a compliment. It
Yes,
was
today.
Butch.
Yeah.
The gays make you bump it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Yes, they do.
Alleged gays. We're not assuming anybody's sexuality. But
Bump it
hello.
up, honey. Bump it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
My pun for you today is
okay.
I have a very old tire gauge. Did you know that?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You're talking to gays here. You lost
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a family heirloom.
Heirloom.
Oh, see what he did there with the
No,
hair?
give yourself a want, Kurt. This is the wrong audience
I'm in
for
charge
that.
of the board. I'm not doing that.
Oh my lord. Okay, our theater nerds. Oh, we already have a comment.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Was it for the pun?
Thank you, Michael Ritchie. He does agree. Maroon 5 was awful. And here's the thing: it's like if it goes bad, and if the show goes south tonight, you guys just lift your shirts up, and then it's gonna be fine.
Show the
Right? Like literally, that's all that he needed to do. I bet that wasn't even planned, and he's like, you know how he sings like a chicken with his head cut off, and then he probably was like, this show's going south. Shirts off.
Well, I mean,
Shirt
the
north.
shirt that he was
Yeah.
the shirt that he was wearing also was like
There's
a.
literally curtains and pillows.
Yeah,
that have the
yes,
same pattern.
I
was
see that.
confused
His
by the
stylist
tank
got
top
fired.
choice.
You know his stylist.
It was Z Gallery
confused.
Chic 1993.
Yeah.
I was
Thank
confused,
you.
and it looked itchy.
It was like, I know what happened to Carol Channing's curtains.
Oh, it makes you.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Rip.
Like us on Twitter and Instagram at On The Rocks On Air, Facebook On The Rocks Radio Show. If anybody's still using Facebook, which I know you are, send me an email, book me for a funeral, quinceanera, bris, I don't care, I will be there, info at On The Rocks Radio Show. Let me introduce my bestie for tonight, guest co-host Eric Restivo.
Just for tonight, your best.
No, because I have to say that for every
Oh,
guest
okay,
co-host.
okay, got it. Cool,
No
cool.
stranger to On The Rocks, Eric Restivo is a New York City native with musical theater credits under his belt and in his pants, living his best life in West Hollywood.
My gosh.
Besides enjoying the hustle and bustle of LGBT nightlife, he is obsessed with all things pop culture, reality television, and alcohol.
Yeah.
Same though.
Yeah, same. Twinsies.
So.
We get confused all the time. It's-
We
it
too.
happens. We too. Like, oh. Check out Listen Sweetie on Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio to understand the severity of his obsession. You can also catch his wildly popular karaoke nights with surprise celeb appearances at Flaming Saddles in West Hollywood.
You are the best. I mean, you are.
They
the
don't keep me here
best.
'cause I'm
I was
pretty.
gonna
That's a
say
Judge
the
Judy.
Best,
That's a
of the
Judge Judy
best,
thing,
of
yes.
the best.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we're waiting for our call-in from Palm Springs, but real fast.
Yeah.
Theater nerds, if you're in Southern California, run, don't walk. Tickets are selling out for Sweeney Todd at South Coast Rep in Orange
Oh,
County.
you just saw this.
I saw it last week. They do diverse casting. They have 11 amazing actors that do everything. Runs till February 16th. Go to scr.org to get your tickets. And the boy who plays Anthony, the sailor, his voice is so amazing. And he is adorable.
You'd be turned on by the
you have a crush?
17-year-old male, in the
you
show.
have a crush?
No, I'm not into young. I'm not
no.
into.
It
No.
sounds like it.
Yeah, but he's.
Can't even joke about that.
What was that, Kurt?
Is that a doorbell?
Make it louder.
Somebody
Kurt.
here?
Oh,
my goodness.
There is our call-in. Let's see who's on the phone. Hello, you're on the Rocks Radio Show.
Well, good evening.
Is this Miss Rusty Waters?
This is Miss Rusty Waters all the way from Palm Springs. How we doing, boys?
Whoop, whoop. Hey, girl. Okay, Rusty. Yes, let's hear some applause for this girl. Rusty, I got some questions for you from some of your fans. How did you come up with the name Rusty Waters? Not like crystal clear waters, because you're so gorgeous and your comedy is on point. Why Rusty?
Well, it was actually given to me. I was named after an old comedy legend named Rusty Warren.
Oh, Rusty Warren. Was she related to
Yeah,
Diane Warren?
for the older gays, she was Bette Midler before Bette Midler.
Oh,
okay.
I thought that was
Now I
Sophie
get it.
Tucker.
Wow,
I get it.
Bette Midler is the older gays.
Yeah, well, girl.
So
I know, the 20-year-olds don't even know who Bette Midler is, but she was Bette Midler before Bette Midler. She was in the 50s and 60s and did all the double entendre dirty stuff that you can't even imagine she got away with.
Well, I love it because that's totally your comedy. You and I have done a few events together at Palm Springs Pride. We did the pool party with Gay Desert Guide. But your comedy is so on point because it's not outwardly vulgar. It's smooth, it's sexy, and it's so fun.
That was a fun pool party, too.
That was. Oh, that was.
Absolutely.
That was
oh, my
fun.
God.
That was
And we had no
messed
idea
up.
that Alexander and I were going to be working together that day. They just kind of threw us together. And thank God we gelled because we had a blast.
Well, here's the thing. You know when they set you up with like a host you don't know? And I saw that too right before. I'm like, who? I'm co-hosting? But it worked out
Yeah, you
so
should
well.
have seen the text that we got.
Yeah, I was like, no. And I'm really excited. Kurt, show the poster for Spotlight tomorrow in Palm Springs at Hunter's Nightclub at 8:30. Rusty hosts an amazing event called Spotlight, which spotlights the drag queens in the Palm Springs area. And tomorrow kicks off All Stars. And I'm the celebrity guest judge.
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. And I get to be a guest judge for a drag race, only funny.
I bet you have a lot to say.
Yeah. Rusty, like,
Yeah, and you actually get to have something to say.
yeah.
But
Yes.
it's scripted.
Sorry, Ross. Oh, okay. Rusty, now, am I supposed to be polite tomorrow, or can I throw a little shade? Because I know you are very supportive of queens of all levels in the community, which I think is very admirable.
Yes.
So, like, how shady
You
can
can-
I be?
Well, here's the thing. I am not opposed to shade whatsoever. And I'm not opposed to a read being clear. What I always tell all of my judges is that if you have something to say, I don't care if it's the makeup, the shoes, the outfit, the number, I don't care what it is. If you see something, clock it. But make it constructive. We're trying to help these girls better themselves, not tear them down.
Yes, girl. Let's hope. I won't drink before, and then it'll be fine.
That's a lie.
Last time I was at Hunter's with Miss Rusty Waters, they were supposed to do the underwear competition at 10:30. You know, I love that. They're like, Starting 11:45, the underwear competition, and I freaked out. And anyway, okay, Rusty Waters. What are
She
the?
lost her entire mind.
Yes, I did. I was Ubered home. Didn't go home though. Rusty, what are the biggest mistakes drag queens make in a competition?
Not fulfilling the challenges. A lot of times you'll see them get an idea from a spark of a particular challenge. The biggest one that really stuck out in my mind that killed me because it ended up sending a girl home who was really, really good in a past season. They had a challenge where they had to come up with a look and a number based on a ride or an attraction at Disneyland.
Oh, I've seen many
Right?
attractions
Kind
at
of crazy, a
Disneyland.
little out of the
That's
box,
hard.
not just, standard.
I like that.
But she chose to do the ticket booth at Disneyland. She did an amazing number, an amazing costume. It was by far my favorite number of the night. However, the ticket booth is neither a ride nor an attraction at Disneyland.
Nor
Depends
even
who's working.
exists.
Well, no, you have to buy your
Oh,
ticket.
the ticket. Yeah, yeah.
You know, us
I thought
lowly
they were like
peasants
the
actually
E-
have to buy tickets.
Oh,
We
I
don't
thought
get
you
walked
should go
in.
back to the e-ticket, like
Oh.
way back.
That was my mom's era.
Yeah, my mom
with,
too.
with the e-ticket, yeah. But the ticket booth, like there could be on Chandra there, like everybody gets a ticket or everybody is in
Right,
line
without
or
the
something.
ticket booth, there's no ride or attraction. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Right, and that was the problem. You
Right.
did an amazing job, but you didn't fulfill the challenge.
Right. That's
No wonder I've had a silver pass forever. So literally didn't even think about that.
I like Disneyland, but the kids ruin it for me. To be honest, I hate when kids show up.
which
The worst.
I don't like
Never.
Disneyland. You know, it's
Yeah,
just, yeah.
but no, but I would
Just
pay.
in life.
Yeah, literally in life, when a kid is in the same room, like I break out in hives. I'm not even kidding. I would pay $300 to go to Disneyland from midnight to 4 a.m. for 21 and over. I
Down.
would pay $300
I would be
for
there.
that, right?
I'd be there.
Like
I'd have-
who
I'd have
would?
a
Who
season
wouldn't
pass.
do that?
Yeah.
That would be
Season
awesome.
pass.
That
Hello,
would be
Disney, are
yeah.
you listening?
They did that
Yeah.
one 24 hours. Did you remember that?
But was it like cut off to 21-year-olds and up?
No, unfortunately no.
Can it be 21 and like gay?
Well, no. In
That's
Orlando.
It's called Gay Days.
Yeah, Gay Days.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, I've never
Well,
been.
It's
no,
at
gay
the
days is
Splash
everything.
Lagoon.
We just love when the daddies show up in red shirts and don't know what's going
By
on.
accident, they're like, "What? I have to go to the bathroom, honey."
Oh, it happened to be on my brother's birthday. And right when I came out, I went, you know Mama, the big drag queen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
So
love Mama.
I
She's
went-
selling all her stuff.
I went not knowing. My brother wore a red shirt. And we're walking through and I'm like, oh my fucking God.
What
it's
does the red
gay
shirt mean?
days. It means,
It means
you're
you're
gay.
gay. Yeah.
And Mama comes running up to me in front of my whole family. I'm just
Yeah.
mortified, embarrassed because I was barely out.
I didn't know this.
I didn't
about
either.
that. I didn't know this. About
I
that.
mean,
Are you actually
come on.
trying to tell us that somehow your family didn't know?
how dare you, Rusty? They
would
knew.
say-
They knew, but it's true. But I didn't want them to.
No, I mean, I
Seen you
can
walk or
you're
heard you
very-
talk, right?
No, you kind of have like a hunker.
Well,
Yeah. It's like a man like,
A little bit of.
am I going to the club or Home Depot? I don't know. Okay, Rusty, last but not least, what key thing should a judge keep in mind when judging any drag competition?
As I said, make sure that you are looking for anything that doesn't fit the category, anything that doesn't work for their look for that particular challenge, and again, anything that can be constructive. I've seen so many competitions where these judges are just hateful, and that's not why we're there. We're there to build these girls up, not to tear them down. That's my whole key. I don't care if they've been doing drag for 5 minutes or 5 years. Help them get even better than what they already are.
I love that, Rusty. I'm so excited for tomorrow night. You guys, if you're in the area, drive to Palm Springs. It'll be worth it. Or if you're in Palm Springs, come see us. It's
I
going to be
wanna
so much
go.
fun. It's
I
gonna
know.
be
I was
fun.
thinking the same thing.
You guys,
wanna
I'm leaving
go.
in the morning if you guys want to grab a trip. I have a huge apartment at Vista
You do
Grande
have a
every
big
resort.
apartment.
I
You
do.
do have a big apartment.
In a lagoon and all that. Rusty, tell our viewers and listeners where they can find you on social media.
Absolutely. You can find me on Facebook under Rusty Waters, Instagram RustyWaters25, or Twitter at Miss Rusty Waters.
Rusty, I am so excited. Thank you so much for inviting me tomorrow. We will see you at Hunter's on Arenas Road tomorrow at 8:30 p.m., although I'll be in the bar before. Rusty, yes.
Well, we're
Like
going to be playing
at-
bingo
like at
6
4.
o'clock before that.
Right.
All right.
You have to get there early.
There's bingo before, then there's this, and then there's the underwear competition. That's a whole night at Hunter's.
God.
Rusty, rest up, because I'm coming for you tomorrow.
And Rusty, good
All right,
luck.
prepare your liver.
Good
Wait,
luck.
Rusty, real quick question.
Oh.
Did you used to do bingo at the Saguaro?
She still does.
Oh my God, we hung out. I just
Absolutely.
realized.
And I met you there. I had a
Yes,
picture with you and a little Twinkie boy.
I just realized.
You were there, Cory?
How ever dare? Yes. And
I
he
wanted to
actually.
climb him like a tree. Are you kidding
Well,
me?
yeah, he was gorgeous. He actually won the underwear
me,
contest.
I could see it.
That was good times. It's good to talk again.
So good to see you again.
Love rekindled here on On the Rocks Radio Show. Yeah. All right, Rusty, thank you so much. And and you guys, if you're listening to KGay in Palm Springs 106.5, Rusty Waters is there Wednesday morning.
Hey.
6 to 9 a.m. I'll see y'all in the bright and early.
Oh, God, girl. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Small
All right, bye, baby. Thank you.
Bye, Rusty.
Literally.
All right, some coming up
Bye.
Bye, Rusty. Some coming up appearances if you want to join me on the road. Miss United States pageant has asked me to be a judge. February 17th, I am in Las Vegas for 4 days. We're doing toddler, teens, Miss, Ms., and Mrs. I'll be there in Vegas. So if you're there, chat me up because I'm going to need a drink. I swear. But like, come sit like behind
That'd be
me, and
so
like, how
funny.
much fun would it be? And then we're going out to all the clubs, Piranha and all that, my whole time there. So come hang out. I'll be there February 15th through the 18th. Overboard Saturday, May 18th. I know it's a little early, but make your travel plans. I'm returning to Long Beach Pride's hottest party, Overboard, for my 3rd year. Last year I co-hosted with Andrew Christian and Real Housewives of Orange County's Peggy Sulayan. This year I'm hosting with RuPaul's Raja and adult entertainer Mr. Wesley Woods. Go to overboardlbc.com to get your early bird tickets. Okay.
It's a great party. I used to DJ
It's
all
so
the time.
fun.
It's
It's
super
so fun. They can't afford you anymore.
Wow.
True story.
Neither can I.
But we had so much fun, and Joe Pisano is a promoter. He's been a good friend, and he, like you said, it's so inclusive and it's so fun, and there's a little bit for everybody, literally. Well, not a little bit. There's a lot of it. Let me formally introduce our hottie crew for tonight. Cory Zwarzinski.
Zorinsky.
I always get
Just
it
say
wrong.
Corey Z.
Well, that's what Cory Z.
There you go.
Internationally known underwear model for Andrew Christian, got his start at the modeling age of 18 for Abercrombie. Of course he did. Cory Z starred in E! Network's What Happens at the Abbey, a reality series that followed him as a bartender at the world-famous Abbey in West Hollywood. That I pay their rent with
Ended
my
too
monthly bill.
soon. That was such a good show. It really was.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
No, we want to get you started. That's the point.
We're going to discuss this because I
loved
was
that
glad.
show.
I
love that show.
I was glad to see the show go. I would actually like there to be a reality show at the Abbey. His new show.
I see where you went there.
Yeah, there we go. His new show, MTV's X on the Beach, season 2. Or not season 2.
It is season
Oh
2.
yeah,
Yeah.
season 2. I started watching. Our listeners, viewers know we had Marie Swanby on a couple of weeks ago, and so we're here. Of course, he's going to give us his side of the story. But he's appeared in many challenges on RuPaul's Drag Race season 8 and RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 2. He's also appeared in an episode of Teen Wolf. That is a show I want to see come back. He has done events.
You love that show.
They got some good casting on that show.
Alexander
We had
loves
Cory
Teen Wolf. Yeah.
St. New on our show
Yep.
a number of times.
Back at Sunset Gower.
Yeah. Miss you, Cory. Or Cody St. New, sorry.
I know.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Hot guys are Cory, Cody, Ryan.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have whatever. There's like Alexander. Okay. He has done events all over the world, such places as Singapore, Paris, Bangkok, and Italy. I'm not going to make a joke there, but I could. Just to name a few. Literally, you follow his Instagram and you travel around the world. Welcome back to Tell His Story, Cory Z. Welcome. Woo!
Oh, hi.
I can't believe it's been a year.
I can't believe that either.
I text you like every other week. When are you coming back? When are you coming back? And you're like, okay, I'm coming back. Okay. Also join us, years after attending music school, Ryan Kenney returned to his passion for music. He found early success as a DJ, performing live at high-profile events and creating his own music mixes that have gone viral that everybody loves. His fresh new style was reviewed by the press, including Huffington Post. They said in the article titled "The Hollywood Soundtrack: 5 Acts to Check Out," which called his music an interesting and refreshing spin on what it
he's
means
going for that
to
bio.
get down.
Yeah.
Feels like an endless beach party with all your best friends.
True story.
Well, certainly Lindsay Lohan was reading that article.
Right.
Can she read? Kenney has performed for private parties thrown by Elton John, David Furnish, David Geffen, Joel McHale. Was that a fun party, Joel McHale?
It was actually pretty fun. Yeah.
I think his friends would be fun, but
messed up
he's
were
always
you?
like,
Pretty messy.
yeah, I would be too. Perez Hilton, Lance Bass, as well in clubs all over the world, Hollywood parties, major sporting events, and a year-long tour with Mountain Dew Extreme Sports Tour. I bet that was
I need to add Lindsay to that. She's not even on there.
Oh, I've added her. Exclusive events and big budget parties. Also working with clients like Nintendo, Mountain Dew, Power Bar, Absolute Vodka, Breeders' Cup. It's a real
Calm
brand.
down, ladies. Calm down, ladies.
Everybody's like, woo! My mom is like, what?
We all came in.
I know.
And more about the Breeders' Cup. Let's get into that. Let's unpack that.
Don't Google that. Kenney was also a music contributor to Lance Bass's weekly XM radio show, and after finding immediate success in both the straight and gay worlds in Los Angeles, he established himself internationally at so many clubs and music festivals. Like I said, follow him also on Instagram, and your head will spin with so many different events.
Literally.
Coachella, Bravo,
And if I keep drinking,
Beverly Hills. Yes, well.
Well, you're going to the gym later, apparently, but I doubt that's
bull.
happening.
No, to Jim.
Yeah.
Jim.
Oh, Jim
Jim
Barr.
Smith. Jim Smith. Do you think I was going to work out?
You were like,
Well,
no.
it's also
When
a
you
workout.
first walked in, you were like, no, I'm still going to try and go to the
I
gym before. I was like, oh, he's being
know.
good.
I was
Okay,
I was so glad when Gym Bar in West Hollywood opened up because I'd be like, I can definitely say I'm going to the gym. He's been to Sweden, Latvia, Frankfurt, Sao Paulo, UK, Canada, Mexico. It goes on and on and on. Of course, most recently,
Long bio. Fuck.
his clip
I know, I
and
hate
pictures
it.
went viral when he played for Miss Lindsay Lohan, who gave
Epic.
us the viral. In fact, we're going to take a peek at that video in just a
no.
little bit. But here she is taking over a spin. Please welcome back Ryan Kenney. Okay, so we're going to do rapid fire all during that. So
Okay.
I just want to start off a little fun, and then we're going to get to it. Okay? Worst song on your playlist. You start.
Say that again?
Worst song on your playlist.
The worst song on my playlist.
Like if somebody else took your phone over and they listened, you'd be like, oh, don't listen to that.
Like He Wasn't Man Enough for Me by Tony Braxton. Right
that's-
now,
yeah.
it's like old,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably some like Disney song.
Oh, I can see that. And like you have like one tear in the car while driving. It's like, I love this song. Don't listen.
My bubblegum girl pop.
Yeah. Mine is Mbop. Like I love that. I have
that
10
song.
remixes, and then they got together and
10
sang it.
remixes.
I do.
And you need to send me
In
the
different
best
languages, by the way.
Stop.
For other cover bands. And
CCC.
yeah,
They
like
got together and they
Both
got
is the
together.
same language. In every language, it's
yeah.
the same.
In Hebrew, that's interesting. Anyway, go on.
It's Raining Men, probably.
Yeah.
An amazing song.
It's a
No.
great song, but it's so like cheesy, tacky.
If you
like,
actually
I
listen to it,
cringe
it's
a
not
little
that great
bit,
of a
but
song.
people do go crazy for it. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay, single or dating?
Yeah, long term, 16
Oh.
years.
So happy for you.
Oh, well,
Si-
you know.
single?
A bitter bitch.
Well, it depends. I'm talking single for more than an hour. Oh, I can't wait for these
Did you mean a
questions.
single person or single?
No, like
In a relationship.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant multiple people.
Yeah.
I like one single person.
No, I haven't gotten to Eric yet. So single, but
no,
I-
I was joking.
long term,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
Single.
Really?
Yeah, girl.
That so surprises me.
I feel like you set me up for this right now.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
No, obviously
called
I've been
standards.
long term,
You got them.
you know, for 10 plus years. I'm engaged, so I'm not single, you know, at all. But yeah,
Congratulations. I actually
Thank
saw
you.
that on Instagram. I was
Yeah.
like, is it April
Thank you.
Fools?
it's not April Fool's.
I don't like jewelry.
You know, it's been 10 years with the same person, and just time to get
Lock it down.
serious about
Step
it.
it up.
Yeah, you know, a little on and off happened. You know, that's normal.
I saw you on
But-
your off, yeah. I mean, I didn't see you, but I saw you on
Yeah,
your
no,
off.
of course. But
Yeah.
sometimes you realize things and you just, you know, you got to be an adult about it. And there's no one else that I want in my life but him. And that's all.
You know, this means you're growing up.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
we've shared some, like, we've known each other for, like, 5 years
Yeah.
now, and we've been at our most immature. I feel like both of us, like, are actually growing up. Well, you are. But that takes, like, especially in West Hollywood, that takes a big move with your nightlife and all that. That takes, like, a big move. So I'm happy for you. I hope he saves the receipt.
Oh, the shade.
I
Okay.
knew there was going to be some sort
yes.
of
Oh my God.
kickback with it. You know,
Okay,
like,
last rapid fire, guilty pleasure food, and be honest. Like, if it's weird or whatever, tell me.
Oh shit. Anything fried. So shit like Popeyes.
Yeah, but that's good, though.
Ice cream. I can't even think of anything besides that I
Ice
just
cream.
live for.
Yeah.
like chips and salsa all night. Like I could just
I
like
forgot about
I
chips.
can't
guacamole.
stop. Like,
Like,
I have
like-
never seen you eat chips and salsa.
No, I eat.
He's never
I-
seen you eat it.
He's well.
It's always been on the table.
Oh,
It's like,
maybe on that off.
yeah.
But no, I could do chips like all. I could just eat chips and salsa
I
all
have,
night long.
in
It's
our whole
crazy.
friendship, I've never seen you eat chips and salsa.
I don't
Granted,
know
we
if
never
that's
like go
true,
eat,
but
go
yeah,
drink.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know for you guys, so immersed, and you have experience with this too.
Yeah.
So immersed in the nightlife, where there are points in your career that you have gotten so consumed that you lose sight of like your career, business, friends, family, because like you're going out. You know, there's the hooking up, which is part of it. Doesn't mean you're a good person, a bad person. That's just part of what the culture is. Have you ever gotten so immersed in that it's affected your life? Or tell me how you kept out of that and keep your focus on career, because you do such a great job with your business side of it in terms of your social media, ambassador, your promotions and your club appearances. Ryan, we know you're all over the world. And Eric, like when you are doing karaoke in West Hollywood, you have to keep it together. Like you can't get like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You wanted us to spill the beans of our messiness? Is that what's happening here, honey?
kind of.
No, not biting on this one. I'm perfection. I never fuck
Yeah,
up.
I think that when you bartend or work in nightlife, you know, and you work in West Hollywood or wherever you work, as long as you can separate it, you know, on my days off, I make sure to not go to the bar that I work at, you know, like I try to really not be in West Hollywood if I don't have to be. I don't enjoy going to the gym in West Hollywood because I want to work out. I don't want to talk to everybody about the night before. You know, I think that if you can separate, you know, work and living, then you're okay. But it takes.
Okay, but
You know?
like, how do you do that?
Well, it's easy. With like for me, since I'm bartending and I get to see how drunk everyone is
Right.
all the time coming up
You
to
don't
my
wanna
bar.
be drunk,
like,
yeah, right.
Are you that stupid?
Right.
I never want to see myself
Same.
do that.
Yeah.
Same.
So I'm like,
Cory,
okay.
I have seen you.
Okay, hush. So I thrive to not be like that person. I'm not.
But there's still
slurring
the
all over
energy
it.
of
I mean,
it,
the
though,
energy,
you know?
yes. I mean, I love it. I love to go out once in a while. Now it's once in a while because I'm getting old. I'm not gonna tell you. But it's about mind power. It's just your mindset and what you really want in life. If you want to just keep partying, then you're just gonna keep partying and go spiral downhill.
It's exhausting to have drunk people come up to you constantly.
How dare you?
Tell me
And
about it.
regardless
That's why I
of
don't
it-
talk to her.
And listen, regardless of it's a
I've
bartender
actually never,
or
you've
a
never
DJ request,
totally
like it,
served
yeah,
it, no.
I've never have served you.
you know,
It's weird. It's weird. Like a
I'll give
lot
you
of
water.
people, they'll just
Probably would be like, this is our top shelf vodka. I'm like,
Yeah, top
it's
shelf.
delicious.
I know it's smooth.
a lot of people just bring up like the last thing they saw on social media, and it'll be like, oh yeah, like, blah, blah, blah. How is this? And it's like, okay, all right.
Great.
yeah.
We don't really know anything about each other, so it's like what you perceive by.
That's
like,
all I'm
one
asking you
post.
today. No.
But
Right.
what you also need to keep into consideration is that West Hollywood is like one of the most major like tourism cities there are. So it's like not only are you getting the people that you see every week and every other
Yeah.
night, you're also getting people who are just here on vacation, who are just assholes in life.
yeah,
in life, you know, and they're on
Well,
vacation.
tourists can't
for
handle
fi-
the liquor the way that West Hollywood can, because we're used to drinking.
But they're in
tourists
that-
have 2 drinks and they're on the floor.
But you're in that mind state of, you know, when you go on vacation, you're like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm going to do whatever I want.
Totally.
And so
Hunter's
that's what happens.
$2.75 for a vodka cranberry at 10:30
Where?
in the
Oh,
morning.
my. Jeez.
That's why I prefer going out on like a Monday through Thursday. Oh, not Monday, but like on the
okay, girl,
weekdays,
you
like
went on
Sunday,
Right.
Like Friday, Saturday nights. It's just a
No.
I
hot
would never-
mess
yeah.
of like randos
I
and
prefer
people
to
that
work.
drove in.
exactly why
I
I work.
prefer to work on Friday
Oh, yeah,
and Saturday nights.
for sure.
True, without a doubt.
And DJ Ryan Kenney, speaking about like people getting to know you, you know, very little is known about your growing up. I know you went to music school, but what is some of your background? What was your coming out? Like you kind of just shared about like you
yeah.
were kind of out and not out. Tell us like
I'll try to
who-
give you the short version because it's real fucked up.
just first off,
Okay.
what? Yeah, everybody,
I'm gonna have
feel
a drink
us.
there.
Seriously. Okay.
What group were you
Is it because
in
I'm a bartender?
I
Is this
was-
why?
high school? You
It
guys
was
were
on your side. It
We're
was
having
on
a
your
moment
side.
here, guys.
I was in the closet, but I was on like AOL chat rooms talking to guys. Met
How
this
old are
dude,
you, DJ Ryan
37.
Kenney? You what?
37.
Thank you, Cory.
So I met this guy who was a model on chat rooms. And back then there was a really not an easy way to verify people.
No. Because
So-
to send a picture, it would be like,
Yeah, exactly. You faxed it.
yeah.
And,
You Morse code it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, here's my nose. It's like, well, that's a big nose.
So this beautiful model guy was like, "Oh, I'm from Orange County." It was an Orange County chat room. You
I
have
was
to-
in those chat rooms. I was born and raised, and it was
Orange
like,
County 1, Orange County 2,
Still
Orange
in
County
those chat
3.
rooms.
oh, I'm much younger. But no, it was Orange County M for M, allegedly.
Yes, exactly. So he was like, "You have to meet my best friend from high school." So went and had dinner with this guy. I was very closeted. Little stocky black guy, football player. They played football together in high school. He became my best friend, confidant. He walked me through coming out.
It's like Will and Grace with Jack and Will.
Yeah, but darker because it gets dark.
It was black.
That's what I
Oh my lord,
So
lady!
racist.
Wow.
Liam Neeson just got in trouble for that.
I'm sorry, your show is just canceled.
No, my listeners know because I had just talked on Bear
No,
World
I'm
about
kidding.
Liam Neeson
Yeah.
made that stupid comment. And
So anyways,
we're not racist
I'm
here.
just kidding. So he became my best friend, my confidant. He babysat my little brother and sister. My parents knew him. He like introduced me to a lot of gay people. He ended up coming a few nights a week, staying at my house in West Hollywood. So I decided to move out to West Hollywood. And over time, I started to notice some red flags. So he convinced my I didn't know this then, but he convinced my roommate at the time to move out. He started staying in that extra room until I found a new roommate. I decided to join the West Hollywood water polo team. I went to practice one morning, Sunday morning. I got back to the apartment, and I told him I joined the team, and he flipped out. He's like, I have finals. He was a master's student at USC. That's what I thought. So he would go to USC, and I'd drop him off, and he would stay in the library. And so I don't know where he is.
What?
Yeah. So basically, my friend was like, I started complaining about him. He goes, sounds really familiar. Calls another guy on the water polo team. He's like, come over right now. He opens his file. His name is not Sean Segerstrom, which the Segerstroms are of...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I was just at South Coast Rep, and across is the Segerstrom.
South Coast Plaza. So
Yeah.
supposedly he was adopted by the Segerstroms. I would speak to their family, the state manager. Somehow he would manipulate people to convince other people.
This is like you on Netflix. Like, this is crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, I gotta watch
So
that.
he...
So
have
good.
to watch
really,
that.
really
So
good.
good. Yeah.
It's a little scary. So basically, I realized, oh my God, I've got this like complete psycho in my house. So I go home and I realize I have a password to something on his computer. I get in and I find emails from 10 different people that I've emailed, all him, all the AIMs, him, everything him. I go to the police, I get him kicked out of my apartment, and now like I'm 19, so I'm like flipping out. I think my whole world
A
is
19-year-old in West Hollywood. I mean, like,
just crazy.
this is a lot.
So this is where it gets real fucked up.
Oh my God.
So I go and I say to my friends that I know he does not know for 3 days because I don't know if he's going to kill me. Like, who's this psycho? So I get back to the apartment. I go to the room he's in. There's a mattress on the floor, and then the closet light is on. So I go to the closet, and I look down, and there's a black trash bag. I open the trash bag, and I'm like, oh my God, that smell. Smelled like feces. I look in, and I see a red, crusty shirt with a Volcom logo, and I realize it's my shirt I'm missing.
He shit in it.
He had been putting my clothes inside of him and keeping them there so long that they were forming into like a petrified phallus.
A toy. Our apologies to our sponsors that we just lost. This is not where I thought this question was going to go.
Isn't that fucked up?
Oh my God, your mom's outside.
Oh my God.
I don't.
Mama Rose, help.
You've never heard anything like
So
that
then
in your
what
entire life.
happened?
Speechless.
Now I have to know.
So I saw him once on Santa Monica Boulevard, and he turned and ran away, and then I've never seen.
Did
or
the
heard
cops
from
have
him.
to kick him
Yeah,
out?
they kicked him out.
Oh my God.
I was literally scared he was going to kill me. Like I didn't know.
So,
what
but then
was
how does that play with your mind? Because, you know, like in West Hollywood, Cory,
right?
Corey,
I
where
like
were you
your
born
shirt.
and raised?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. So coming to West Hollywood, we know is scary enough. You're from New York, so you kind of had that big city feel.
Yeah.
But that's scary enough. You have so many other like things with, like from body issues, being popular, all this stuff is happening in West Hollywood. People come, they start to drink for the first time. There are so many stages that we go through as becoming a newcomer. Then you have to deal with this.
Yeah.
And that must play then with your mind with building friendships in the future.
'Cause he was-
trusting anybody.
He was the person who helped me with coming out. So it was this weird back and forth between like feeling grateful for the person he pretended to be because he really did a lot of amazing things in helping me become confident in who I am. But it was
But that's what he was doing that so you could come to him.
Here, honey, you
Right,
need more vodka.
right.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say this is
You need more vodka.
No one expected to get that dark, right?
Oh, you
No.
No, that is really
No.
dark.
That's-
See,
no.
but
There you go.
here's the thing, and
Yeah.
this is what we're talking about is like the reality of who we are.
And I hope he is listening.
He's probably outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
But here's the thing, you know, like on social media, and we're all in the business, and it's like, you know, we never get to see these darknesses or the sadnesses that we share because our business is to we're papa, and so this is such an interesting side.
Yeah, and actually, like, the FBI contacted me. It was like a whole thing.
wow.
And I'm
'cause
sure
it's-
that
'cause
wasn't
he
like
was-
your last crazy experience.
Oh, I don't even know. Probably not even the craziest.
Corey,
Oh, Jesus.
What was your move to LA like? What inspired it? What made you pack up and come? And what was your first thoughts, like your first month here?
Well, the thing is, I lived in Tampa for 5 years before I came to LA.
Tampa could get you kind of started.
it
I
was
just
like-
went.
yeah.
It was fun.
I know, I like
Yeah.
Tampa. Everyone has like a bad
It's
rep
like
on Tampa. I
off
love Tampa.
Broadway.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like Tampa's like the San Diego compared to LA.
I was just going to say that.
Okay, see? There we go. And I moved here, and then I already used to come here for like the first year for Andrew Christian. Like they'd bring me out, so I already got like a sense of what it was. So I was like, I want to move out here. I like it. And when I moved here, I was like, I fucking hate it. And Well, now it's okay. I'm used to it now. I've been here for 4 years now.
Well, because you've learned what's real, what's not. You've learned how to play
it
the
took
game
me a
when you
while,
have
yep.
to.
It took me a while to find out who are my real friends, who are just these shadows in my life.
Right.
So it's just a learning process. It was a culture shock after visiting, then actually living here.
What were the biggest things that took you by surprise?
The fakeness. WeHo, you are some shady gays. I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
And modeling, well, and we're going to get into that because we're going to get into X on the Beach. We're also going to get into what happens at the Abbey. But
Another shot.
modeling at such an early age. Oh, there's more. Modeling at such an 18 with Abercrombie. We know Abercrombie has a certain. They had a whole business model built on body shaming people, valuing you for just your shirt off. And I know Ryan, you deal with this a lot because every poster that you're on when you appear, you know, it glorifies your body, which is fine. You work hard for it.
I send out either my face logo, which I think is somewhere over there. I saw it.
Yeah.
And just like a
stunning.
headshot, and people will just be like, "No, send me like what they'll do is they'll screenshot my Instagram and then take a low resolution,
And they'll be like,
crappy
"We want this,"
picture, and they'll use that. And it's like I just kind of broke down. I'm like, okay, I'll send you the high quality version. At least it's not going to be a pixelated version of it if you're just going to steal it off my Instagram.
But there's no shame in that. You work hard for your bodies, obviously. You know, you incorporate it into your busy lifestyle. So, of course, and, you know, for certain festivals, it is like, we want to see hot bodies. I'm not going to go to a party if there's, you know.
Right.
Well, sex is always sold, you know, and
Right.
it's not going to stop.
Right.
So, you know.
But
You could just be tasteful about it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Tasteful nudes. Yeah, tasteful.
But doing that at such a young age, do you think it was harmful in forming your ideas on dating, life in the entertainment industry, skills over looks, or do you think it actually helped you to get that out of the way at 18 and then?
Oh my God, no! At 18, that just made me just feel like I have to look a certain way all the time. Now, just getting older, I realize it's not about that. Because when I went to my first shoot with Abercrombie, when I was 18, I was like twink, like the littlest little boy ever. And then these boys, these other guys I was on a shoot with, they had muscles, they were big. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, obviously you're just about like up here and down. You're not gonna look at me this way because
It was like the kids store and then the regular store.
You know what? That's funny,
Abercrombie
asshole. Because I went to
Kids.
Abercrombie Kids.
It was like
I dated a boy.
Abercrombie
Wait a
and
minute.
Fitch.
I dated a boy so short we had to go to Gap Kids to get his clothes. I saved a lot of money though, by the way.
That's much worse than any Abercrombie franchise, to be fair.
Anyway.
Yeah, you know, that's that.
So what did you learn most from that then? And what point were you able to disassociate? It's like, okay, I know I have to keep up my body and I know they're going to sell me for this, but then also to focus on your own self and your own set of skills and have confidence in who you were aside from that. How did you learn that, or what point did that happen? Was there like a turning point?
I guess, I mean, there was a turning point actually when I moved to Tampa, because also everyone else, like when I went to the clubs, everybody was like built, all the dancers and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of feel like I need to get bigger and I do this, but this is once again, I'm being shallow. And I'm like looking on the outside, it's so I got bigger. But I've learned it, but then it's always gonna be in the back of my head.
But it's funny because, like, even as like a thin twink version of you, there's a whole market for that, and that's just as sexy as a bear,
Huge
just
market.
as sexy
Huge
as a
market.
muscle boy. It's just what the interpretation, and
It is the
you're never
interpretation.
gonna
Your
appeal to
perception.
anybody.
Yeah, it
Is that why
the
you brought me
perception.
on today? You brought me on today to be that 1%.
There we go with that
over here,
perception.
Little twink over here.
There it is.
Girl, you're engaged. You're not a twink no more.
I'm talking more about the body types, but yes.
Oh yeah, well. Anyway,
You always want what you don't have.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
if you're a skinnier twink, you can be a huge market, but you'll look at yourself in the
I
mirror.
know,
I
and
wanna be bigger.
And I thrive
Yeah.
to be that man. I was like,
Right.
I want to be like this. I want to be
but there's
bigger.
always
I
going to be
get
that
that.
hater on social media that's still going to have a problem with you. You gain 10 pounds of muscle, and like you look too bulky, you look too big. And I know Ryan, sometimes like you're very honest. You're like, oh, I gained a few pounds over doing this,
Yeah.
or my body has changed. I've been traveling, I've been doing that, and you're kind
It's a
of
struggle.
open
It's
about
definitely
that.
a struggle. I'm not born with genetic good body. It's just not my nature. I have to work for it, and it's a struggle. But sometimes I give a shit. Sometimes I don't.
Now, a huge part, being a DJ, you could just be a DJ in the past and be amazing and get hired all the. Now you have to be a DJ, but you also have to be an amazing editor. You have to be an amazing social media presence. And Cory, the same thing with you. I know social media is a huge part of your business. From endorsements, this is your bread and butter. It's something you have to do. We hate doing social media. It's boring. It's not us, and it takes up so much time.
It drives a huge insecurity in people too.
Oh yeah.
It does. And like if you're having a sad day and you have to post a picture of here I am doing this, and that's just just not how you feel.
Yeah, I don't.
How do you guys deal with haters on social media? Like mentally, how do you deal with them, and then how do you actually
It's a
deal
huge
with them?
struggle.
Well, it is, and then I second guess myself. But the best thing to do is just interact with them. Thanks.
Yeah. I've heard that from
Yeah.
a lot of celebrities that have
I say
negative. It's like
engaging.
interaction because then they're
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, like for instance, one guy on Twitter was like, "How does this guy pay his taxes?" I was like, "Oh, honey, they get me every year," and all you gotta do is just fire back.
Or be like, I've appeared in these 5 major cities in the last month, and you've appeared at Walmart.
Just recent, a perfect example. Someone put, "No way, haha face, you're not that ripped." And I told it was someone I knew, and I told a mutual friend, I was like, "Yeah, I can't believe they said that." They're like, "No way, you're not that ripped." I completely misread it.
Yeah,
They're like,
because it's in your head.
they meant-
It's in
and
your
I
head.
felt like,
that's
yeah,
in
and
your
I was
head.
like,
Not
because I
right.
didn't look like that in the
They
moment.
were actually complimenting
Yeah,
him. Right.
But because I didn't look like that in the moment, I was
Right.
like, "Well, I'm not that ripped." Blah, 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 blah. And then like later,
That's
I
where our
was
mind
like,
goes
"Fuck,
to.
Right,
yeah."
it does.
We could
Right.
hear 10 compliments
Right.
after
And you hear the
doing a
insult.
great show or, from your social media. And a scientific fact, it takes 1 negative compliment to counteract 10 positive compliments.
When it was
And
once a
that's so
positive
crazy.
one. That's
Yeah.
what's so crazy.
Right.
It's like,
Right,
I
but
turned
that's
it
right.
My
negative.
response would have been,
Right.
I sort of ripped the shirt. So see, I am
Me
ripped.
too. Me too. I would have
you
totally
ripped.
acted out.
I was like, oh,
That's
I would have
Yeah.
had a donut and be like,
No,
really?
that's a good example because I totally would have just had the way that you presented it and the way that you said it. I heard it as
Yep.
a freaking diss.
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck
And then
up.
later I went back and
Yeah.
looked at it and I was like,
100%.
Sorry.
But that
100%.
answer is so good about interacting. We had Danielle Staub on last week from Housewives
Epic.
of New Jersey.
Epic.
We know she has been
Epic.
thrown through the coals for good reason and for bad reason. And she
she's
says,
keeping the
talk
ratings
to
up.
them. Yes, she is.
Sorry. to
Truth.
She's
truth
keeping
be
those
told.
ratings up.
So you guys want a little shade. She wasn't invited to Andy Cohen's bridal.
I'm not
or,
surprised.
bridal.
The baby
bridal.
shower.
Baby shower.
Yeah.
She was intentionally left off the guest list. So Andy Cohen is like, no, you will let her in, and she is allowed. And then she was center of the whole big group photo.
Wait,
So
did he
didn't-
not make the guest
no,
list?
Vicky Gunval sent through it.
It was
And then
a
all of a
surprise
sudden-
shower. It was a surprise shower.
Kyle Richards says, "I'm throwing it too." I'm like, "Well, you have to do more than just show up." It's at the palm, but it was like the Marvel Avengers.
Oh my
The
God.
best of the best were there.
There were some
and
amazing photos from that event. I mean,
It was
really,
epic.
I love
yeah.
myself some Housewives.
We do too.
You would have loved when
Yeah.
she was in, and she was so like demure, and she was so just positive about life, and she totally took responsibility for her bad moments and all that. It was like, wow. This is the reality, what happens behind reality TV, which we're
Right.
going to talk about.
Well, she left for a while and she faced a lot of backlash, and I feel like she just probably wants
She
to
left
come back
because
and
of her
make
family.
it. Yeah.
To protect her family.
She moved to a different town and all that. And she took
Yep.
her kids out of that school.
I
And they
wouldn't
transferred
want that
it,
sort
everything.
of fame. Like,
I'd want the chance to tell my side. To be fair, you
Yeah,
know?
but reality TV
But
doesn't
do you
let
ever
that.
get
And
it,
so,
though?
Well, here's the
do you
thing.
ever get your side?
So, Cory, you
Well,
have
here you go.
been.
Here's your side.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Segue.
You've been through 2 different projects. You've been through What Happens at the Abbey and then X on the Beach. I want to play a little bit of What Happens at the Abbey because, before you play that, Kurt, West Hollywood, we know the gossip that happens. We know the struggles. But then this was put on national TV. The marketing campaign that went out for E! Entertainment's What Happens at the Abbey was huge. And here's one of the moments from it.
Oh dear.
You're a dumb ass.
I can't stand you. Just get away from me.
You're disgusting.
You're f***ing disgusting. Chicken leg bitch.
Yes! Oh my God.
Murray likes to pretend that I'm the crazy one, but he's hooked up with people in the past.
I've never cheated on Cory.
Bullshit!
Have I hooked up with people while we're on breaks or not talking? Yes, but it's definitely not the same thing.
When I see Murray flirting,
Well,
that's always going to be in the back
it
of my
is.
mind that that's going to happen again.
If Cory
Not every
had
fight
few
is a
drinks
breakup,
in
girl.
and I was standing
Right.
next to a plant, Cory would accuse me of the plant.
You probably did.
Marissa here.
Oh, Marissa! I love my
Kurt,
Marissa.
we have to take his. Okay. Okay. So that was What Happens at the Abbey, and then everybody, the whole nation, got involved in this relationship. I like Maury. I really like you, or Maury. I like him so much. I remembered his
The
name.
TV show?
Tuesdays with Maury. No, but I like Murray, and Murray was on. He was very respectful. He didn't talk shit, whatever. But I know, there's a lot of drama here in reality TV. Do you think you were painted out to be who you are? Is this who Cory is?
Well, I mean, the relationship side, yeah. I mean, I went crazy all the time because I'm jealous, and you're gonna keep fucking up and cheating on me. I'm gonna go crazy.
Listen, I'm the
It's
same
that simple.
way.
It's
I
that
mean,
simple.
I understand. I understand being loyal to one person and wanting to do everything to make it work, and then being painted to be something else that you're not when you're literally just trying to be the best version of yourself to make
But
this.
also,
I get
half
it.
of it is the media pitching in, and then all your friends and everybody on social media saying, all of a sudden, all of these truths come out. That's damaging to any relationship, no matter if you're.
But they were together. They were together before the show, though. For us who
That's what
live
made
in
it
West
genuine.
Hollywood, like that's how we.
No, it was one of the real parts
right,
of the show,
right,
but producers
right.
knew that, and it's like, well, let's show this.
Do you blame producers?
No, not at all.
Many people do.
Interesting.
A lot of reality
But
stars.
also-
do.
Editors.
No, that was edited just
Same
right.
thing, basically.
I have
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
They did
Semantics.
everything was
Right.
truth there.
But also, this was a little bit more controlled in that you knew when you were shooting, they came to your work. It's not like we
Oh,
were
yeah.
seeing you like having lunch with Murray or like watching
Oh, no.
Netflix, and we didn't get to see any other part except this in some of the fights. I want to play Cory's entrance to X on the Beach.
Also epic. It's epic.
Oh dear.
I think there's a call. Hello? Oh, hello! Ding dong, on the rocks. This is On the Rocks.
It's Mary.
It's Clarence Pryor.
Hey, Clarence, how are you?
Hey, good to talk to you. And I know Eric is on it, and I know my buddy Cory Z is on it. I really miss tweeting him and seeing his Instagram and stuff. And it's nice to talk to you, DJ Ryan, as well.
You too.
How are you, Clarence? What's happening?
Clarence, hey.
Well, February is the month of love because I wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day because you ain't going to believe this. If I told you, I finally have a Valentine of my own.
Clarence, congratulations.
Why wouldn't we believe that, Clarence? We believe it.
Because I still believe in love because for me, here's the thing. Lately, last year, I was struggling to find love. And
Girl, I'm on year
it
10.
got me into depression. But my mom told me that love will come my way.
Mama knows best.
Love
True that.
will come.
Yeah,
When you're
because,
looking for it, it will not come. The minute you look away, it'll happen.
Yep. That's exactly how it works.
And don't force
that's
it because
really
then it's
true.
not going to
That's
work.
really true because
been
there are
looking
all
away.
kinds of milestones in life when it comes to love. Like the
Bird box over here.
It's like having a first kiss and going out on a date. Like if I would go out on my first date, it would definitely be at the beach.
Oh.
That's cute.
Or you could have your first date on the beach or your last date on the beach, like X on the beach.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Does get a little messy.
I think a beach is too much because like you have to be in like a swim trunk and then there's sand.
Well,
and
first
then...
of all, if you're gonna try and do something after, you got a lot of sand on you. That could be an issue.
Sorry.
Well, if you have hair to
what
trap
made me
it,
love-
some of us
right,
shave.
same.
What made me love Cory in the first place is his cheese and smile that he does when he was the Andrew Christian model. Because I still wear Andrew Christian underwear because I plan to share something with the Valentine I chose is none other than Jacob Ford, who I told on Twitter, and he said he'd be honored, and I felt so honored by that.
I am so honored by your courage and confidence to just go out and ask him to be your Valentine, Clarence. You are the one
awesome.
killing it
That's
this
awesome.
year.
That's
I would
awesome.
never.
That's
I'm
awesome.
such a puss. That's awesome.
You're engaged, bitch. Shut up.
It's all theoretical. Let the man talk.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, Clarence.
I'm just gonna let Alexander
You know,
riff.
when I choose Valentine's Day, I would definitely choose Cory for real.
Oh,
Clarence-
that's so nice, Clarence.
Clarence, thank you so much for calling in.
you,
Thank you for being
Clarence.
such a fan of the show. And Clarence, what's your Instagram handle? You're such an example of
Clarence
perseverance
Pryor.
and strength.
Pryor, P-R-Y-O-R, because everyone knows I'm related to the comedian because everyone's got to stop asking that question because I'm related to comedian every time.
Right.
Clarence, I hope you have a great Valentine's. Please tweet me or message me. Let me know how the date goes.
Oh yes, do.
All right, no problem. And Cory, I hope we stay in touch on Instagram and Twitter because I'm showing myself to be body positive because if I was looking at underwear, I would be just like you.
Oh, Clarence.
Thank you, Clarence.
Thank you, Clarence.
Have a great week.
All right, have a great time, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Clarence. He's so nice, and he's
Wasn't he a doll?
yeah, he's super
Such
dull.
a doll.
All right, I want to play Cory Z's entrance to X on the Beach, and I knew it was coming because we saw you in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, how many episodes do I have to wait? It's like episode 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play this. If you're going to enter into an ex's life, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the the music.
I'm Cory Zarinsky. I'm from Los Angeles, California. My relationship history sucks. They always seem to cheat, lie, you know, the usual. That's what I go for. The cheater. Murray likes to wander. A lot of people have a wandering eye. He has a wandering penis.
Ooh.
Why do I stay with him? Stockholm syndrome. He's sneaky and he thinks he's gonna get away with it, but I'm here to expose Murray and his lies. Why should you have all the fun? Haha, bitch, you gonna get found out.
Yes! Okay.
Cory, how do you feel seeing Cory here?
Oh, no, it's fun. I'm telling you, this added such an energy to the show that it needed.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me just being a gay man. It's like, we've seen all the straight exes come. It was like, because I knew that there was history. I also know you personally. You've done the show. I find you nothing but a sweetheart and real. Like, if you're a bitch, you're like a real bitch. Real. And you're just, yeah. Did you know that the scenario was that Murray was going to be involved when you did the show?
Yes, coming on, yeah.
Did he know?
The show's called X on the Beach. You know?
But
he was on the show
that they don't know that they're on X on the Beach.
Well, no, the original singles though.
What's that?
The original singles don't know that they are.
Oh, got it.
The X's know.
But
that
he
we're
was here
coming.
2 weeks ago, and he said that they were told it was going to be some competition show, whatever, that he had no clue, and he didn't know it was actually going to be you coming out. But they can't film you coming from the water without them seeing you.
So
like,
what I want to know is, like, do they say, like, okay, babe, so
The submarine
Cory,
is
get
coming.
down for a sec, like, just go under the water and then pop on up. Like,
do you know how many emails I got about there? It's like, well, they're on the beach. What, do you just pop out of
like,
nowhere?
are you just like on
Are
the
you
side?
Aquaman?
No.
Under the water like
It was just so
Girl, I
annoying
can't.
because they're like, okay, we need you to get under the water, and I'm like, you get one take. You get one take because it's gonna fuck the shit up. Oh, can I say that on here? Too late.
Yeah, but your hair looks amazing.
I cussed quite a bit.
I thought they filmed it in reverse because it looked like all the water just like beat it off. I was like, Aquaman.
I was just thinking about them all,
hot that
like
day.
all them laying on the bottom of the ocean, just like
Yeah.
ready
No,
to get out.
it was filmed on a different section. Like he can't see coming out.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I mean.
And then after you get out, like I walk over.
So, but he said that he had no idea who was coming on, whatever. Knowing that Murray was the point of this, what made you do that? Because I played the scene when Murray was on where you guys were chatting in bed. Not that you guys were canoodling, but it was like a very honest, like you got a little emotional.
Yeah.
He seemed like all of his defenses were down. Why did you do that?
Well, the thing is, the reason why I did it is we have so much, like we haven't talked since the entire breakup. Like it's been almost a year. And the thing is, we had the same friends, and it was getting to a point where it was really annoying that I would not want to hang out with my friends because he was there. And I wanted to fix it. But then once I got on, I was seeing him and Cheyenne. I'm like, this is lies.
Mess.
You are lying.
there was no chemistry there. There was no reality there, to be honest.
It was all lies from him. Because I know you, Murray. You dated Cheyenne 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you want to rekindle this? Bullshit. So then I wanted to stay just to make sure Cheyenne knew that this was bullshit. He's not here for you.
Cheyenne knew. The minute you walked on set, he knew.
Everything changed.
Everything changed. Even Murray changed. His persona was softer. He was real.
I will say
thought.
one thing though. We're talking about knowing everyone, outside of the show, and I've known Cheyenne not on a friend basis at all, but anytime I've ever run into him, it's always been a not fun experience.
With who?
Cheyenne.
Uh-oh.
Like he's always like kind of been a little rude, just like a little like better than everyone around him, and I think that that's a little reflective of what we're seeing on television. To be fair.
That's exactly right. I've had my own dealings with Cheyenne and whatever. Regardless if you like him or not, there was just no chemistry there with Murray the way that it was with you.
Yeah.
I was really surprised when you were voted off. I was shocked because I thought the producers were going to keep you in because there was an actual story there, and there would have caused more drama. You were shocked. I could see on your face.
Shocked.
You
I
were
was like,
shocked
whoa.
when you're voted off.
I was. That just threw me off completely. Because I really did. I wanted more time to just stand there and I needed to tell Cheyenne that this is not going to happen. He's not here for you. He is here for this TV. He is here for all this, not for you.
So you wanted people to know that he was there for TV, not to.
Well, this was after I got
with
on. This
you.
was after I got on. And then yes, I had that moment where I had a little breakdown. But it's kind of hard though.
But he was emotional too. Do you feel that?
I'm sure that he still
Do you think that
cares.
something could have been rekindled if you would have stayed on the show?
I would have. No. I cannot sell my soul to the devil again.
Cory Z.
We're not going through that.
Cory Z, be honest.
No, there was a moment like
you cried and you said,
"Yes, honey, don't bring that up."
Well, when your feelings are
oh, I'm sorry. Play the clip. No.
Don't you dare! When someone
It's
hurts
on
your
national
feelings,
TV.
you can still feel, but you can feel that you don't ever want to feel that again.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like when you're stuck in the house with somebody for so long and then you haven't spoken to them in over a year, like feelings are going to come rushing back.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to hit you right in the face.
But also, time can also heal some wounds
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
they
When you
are
spend some
healed.
time up, yeah.
But there's still scars.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys haven't talked since.
Well, no, I mean, actually, here's the thing. After the show, we tried to hang out, and we
We
did.
tried.
We tried, and then I just realized I
Kurt,
hate him.
clip this, send it to TMZ.
And that's the thing. Like, we hung out, and then I realized I hate him. I don't. Like, I can't hang out with him. I don't
Why?
like him.
Does
I don't
he
like.
chew too loud?
No. Oh God, what does he do that's not right? Or what is wrong? What? Never mind. I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Vodka.
Obviously, he did
That guy.
something right.
No, he did nothing, and he never will again.
Oh my god.
The
I love
This is some good shit.
I love this
I have
show.
goosebumps.
I'm
honey.
subscribed.
No.
Like all joking aside, Cory, like I know that like you have such like a positive energy, you know,
Yeah.
and it reads through on your Instagram, and it must be really hurtful to have to take your love life in front of everybody and then have so many comments. But here's the thing, you know, I like Murray too. But the comments were all so positive. It was like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
watch since you were kicked off.
There were
and-
so many of your Twitter fans
makes me so
literally
happy.
said, "What? We get Corey
But
Z
it's the
for
truth.
2
I'm not
episodes?
taking
Like
sides.
that's
I was
it?
like,
Like,
Aw.
and then they were like, I'm not watching this till the reunion. Like literally, people wrote that on your thing.
Yeah.
Kinda cool.
That made me happy.
All right.
Alexander wanted a happy ending for you and Murray. That's what he was hoping for.
I'm gonna leave this. On a
No, I
positive
actually
note.
wasn't because
I'm
I was
gonna
like, no, I don't think it's a positive relationship. You know, relationships can be great for moments, and we
Yeah.
all have those great moments. But we saw all the negative on what happens at the Abbey, and if it's abusive or negative in any way, that's a red flag. No matter how good the sex is, no matter how good it seems like it should be right. You have to know yourself, and I really feel that you felt that, and I think that you're single right now because you know what you need.
But on a positive ending to this whole story, because I don't want to just keep bad mouthing him, even though I want to.
I don't think you have to.
But
No, I think
I don't think
like,
you've
you're
bad
sharing what
mouthed.
you're.
Yeah.
But he's a good person in some ways, but he's an awful boyfriend. That's all. Good person.
That is such
That's
a
a
great,
great thing to say.
I'm
Bad
best
boyfriend.
friends with one of my exes of 8.5
Right.
years. We're best friends.
Not good together.
Yeah.
No. In fact, he had to go sober. True story.
He still is.
Ryan, I want to get back to music. I got a number of emails about the actual music because your music, like your bio says, transcends straight, gay, everything. I want you to walk us through one of your tracks.
Okay.
We have your track from Commodore.
All right.
That we're going to play. And Kurt, you don't need to play the image, just play the sound. And play it low enough so that Mr. DJ Ryan Kenney can kind of walk
So
us through
curious where we picked.
in kind of a slow.
Oh.
So tell us, Kurt, lower the volume just a little bit.
This
so
is
when you're
actually
building.
a perfect example of a part that I throw in that is not pop. This is like straight up house music.
Why do you think I picked it?
It's just a hot beat. And I kind of like try to work these in between pop songs so that I can give a little about what I'm passionate about while still being able to keep people interested. Because sad thing is, like, if it's not a recognizable vocal, people lose interest pretty quickly.
I thought you did this to give people time to rest from their 5 dance moves that they know.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of it's a chance to expose people to something they haven't heard, they don't know. And it, I think maybe goes on for 2 minutes.
All right, let's go out.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got a little
And you see that.
and then you drop the vocal.
So what do you
of the pop
build your
song in
track
there.
with first? Are you listening to the beat? Are you listening to the vocal? Are you listening to?
Well, typically,
how do you
like,
build your?
it's the by beat. So
Because this has totally changed climate in what the matter of 30 seconds.
I have severe ADD. So
Do you really?
Oh my god. Most DJ tracks are like
Yeah.
6 minutes long,
Yeah.
and I can't do a full 6 minutes. Like I'm 2-3 minutes, and I'm like keep it moving.
Yeah.
So now we're back into a pop song.
My favorite.
It's a good track. Yeah, it's a fun mix. I like it.
So when you have a mix planned out for a certain event, like a celebrity event, like Elton
I actually
John,
don't plan. I pick my first song, and then it's all feeling out the crowd.
I am the same way.
That's true.
Gotta tell you.
So Eric DJs.
I just started a year ago. I am nowhere near you. But I am the same way. I don't pre-plan.
Well, you can't.
Bryn Taylor is my Bryn.
Yeah,
is
of
like
course.
my
I love
DJ
Bryn.
mom.
Yeah.
And she taught me to never plan and to like act on.
Can't, because then if
instinct.
it's planned, you might as well just have a pre-recorded set, and then
Wait,
no one
a
wants that.
what? That never happens in DJ.
Yeah, I wish it didn't.
No, but that's the reality though, because then you can actually feel the crowd. You can feel where the direction is going.
Yeah.
And that means you're an
Totally.
actual DJ. Can you imagine the past where the DJs had to take their CD books? Or how about their
Oh
records?
my God, yeah.
The records.
I mean,
That's a whole nother
there's
thing.
there's
even
still
know
a
what a
few,
record is,
there's
so.
a WeHo DJ right now. I won't even say his name, but there is still a WeHo DJ. I think he only works maybe once a week in West Hollywood that uses CDs, and it's bogus to me, but he does.
But at least
I
you know
know
he's
it
actually
is.
mixing.
I know. Like he like puts single tracks and takes it out.
I can't even imagine. And
Blown
what's
away.
crazy is you could like burn a CD with MP3s, but
No.
they burn a single song
Right,
on it.
that's what I'm
and they have a
saying.
big book.
But it could be his shtick too, though.
I mean,
Or he could just not be ready to switch over to
Yeah.
like virtual
Yeah,
land
yeah.
and learn. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
All right, we need.
Oh.
There's a phone call.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, you're live on the Rocks. I hope. You're... Hello, you're live on the Rocks.
Hello.
Hello.
Caller.
Hi.
We're very nice here.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Am I live? Oh, okay.
Sounds
Yeah, I
hot.
have a question for Ryan Kenney.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
I'm wondering, how important do you think it is for a DJ to also be a producer if they want to go beyond, like, say, playing at bars and
Well, if-
different venues around town?
If you're just looking at playing venues and bars, it's not important. I mean, typically, like, those things very rarely cross over. So, for example, Dave Guetta, he's a producer. He's not really a DJ. If you go see him live, if it's not a pre-recorded set, he will stop between each song and say something, like
Yeah.
Coachella. And I DJed Coachella quite a few years back, and I had artist passes, and I would go sit in the music booth, and I would say maybe 60%, 70% of the people, the guy back there would point out the screen, and it would be pre-recorded sets, and these are producers. They don't know how to mix. So they'll make all the music, and then they'll put it together on a computer, and then they'll play it, a pre-recorded set.
Yeah.
And then DJs typically don't produce as much, and so they'll play live. So it doesn't really cross over that much. You'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good
But if
question.
you want to
luckily.
play like bigger things like festivals, like you said, like Coachella and stuff, you would recommend that you would produce your own music to get
Well,
to that level, right?
The thing is, you want to be making music to get your name out there. So typically, like, people aren't as excited to hear a DJ mix, but they want to hear a track. Right. And so the track gets your name out there. Like, for example, like when I did the Wrecking Ball remix.
It still gets shared.
It's a good one.
Because, we do research on the show, and you shared it, what, like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still being played as much as like 6 months ago, and it was.
Well, and actually, it got my SoundCloud taken down. So it was getting 66,000 plays a week, and then it was like
Miley was like, "That's better than what I did."
it was unofficial remix. So actually, it's on her Instagram.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Benny
That's pretty
Benny
cool.
Benassi dropped it at Live, and she was there, and she danced to it. So
What does
that was
that
kinda
feel
cool.
to you when you're a musician and you're like doing something? It's not like a music. When you play the violin and that's shared, that's something because it's so visibly your talent. But when it's a track, it's your talent. But you know how we share tracks and we experience tracks like, God, I love that track. We don't know who the artist is behind.
It's like when you
It
write
was
something
everything.
and someone shares your writing. It's like, oh, now they're judging
Yeah.
my material. It's the same thing. They're,
yeah,
it's
unfortunately,
his
I was
baby.
not
Yeah.
tagged in it, but a friend of mine.
That might be better though that you weren't right away. You
Yeah,
kind of
I mean-
saw the.
well,
success,
someone-
But you're an
yeah.
artist though, and you want your art
Yeah, I
to
did.
be
I did.
out
I did.
there.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
I mean, that would have been cool. But
Yeah.
someone just saw it on her Instagram, maybe like a month after she posted it, and sent it to me. I was drunk. It was 3 a.m. and someone sent it to me from Germany. And like, is this you? And I was like, oh my God, it's Miley, bitch. What the fuck?
I would assume she was probably just as drunk when she decided to post. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like that's probably why
No,
she
but
didn't.
Miley, whatever you think of her personal life, she has her ear on the pulse of what's happening
Oh,
next.
yeah.
Her new
yeah.
track.
Oh, very
Nothing
much
Breaks
so.
Like a
Oh,
Heart
yeah.
is my jam right now.
She
It's
stays
so
up to
good.
date with everything. Oh yeah.
Caller, that was such a great question. Do you have
Yeah.
another DJ question? I'm assuming you're a DJ.
No, he was like,
Oh,
bye.
okay. He's like, it was too much for me.
done.
He's like, I'm done.
Loved him.
We have more DJ questions, but Cory, I want to get back to you.
Oh no.
We're talking about, making money. How do we make money from this business? Part of it is like, getting paid to appear at a club. Fine, you'll get like whatever, and they're like, oh, the exposure's enough, or you get a free bar tab of 100. That's not going to help me with what I'm living with.
Yeah, it's not gonna help my car payment.
So I got this from a social media influencer. Is how do you choose what brands you partner with to promote, to wear, all of it?
Question. That's a good question.
I wish I asked it. It's
Right?
from our fan.
Who's gonna pay the most?
No, but it's not always
I know,
about
I'm just
that.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I've been sent T-shirts that don't fit or fall apart.
I mean, I actually have never really gone 100% through with an influencer, or not with an influencer, like a brand
Sponsorship. Yeah.
Sponsor, yeah.
What? No, I really haven't.
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't really need to,
It's
He's already got the credentials, behind it. So
Yeah, but that's like money.
I know
in
it
your
is money.
pocket.
It's something that I'm losing out on, but I just really have never gone. 100%
is there an
toward it.
influencer that's out there right now that you would be open to working with? Like there's like, not that you need, like the
You mean a
popular things
brand?
are, like a brand, sure.
Yeah.
Or
Are you still with Andrew?
Yeah.
Christian? Yeah.
Well, there you go.
already with him now, So.
I know, but who knows what his deal is? He may not be able to.
But there's even like with Listen Sweetie, people send you whatever, like
Oh, yeah.
products. And like, so
Yeah.
how do you know what to fix yourself with?
Just whatever you like.
Yeah, as long as it's not some like homophobic company.
I like
I'll
Golden
usually
Girls
say
and Jeopardy
yes,
and
you know?
Judge
Okay, then.
Judy.
You
Like
need-
that's
you-
what I like.
To get on the Hallmark Channel, girl.
We've had two of the actors from the Hallmark Channel. They were naughty, by the
Very
way.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Very.
Okay, time for rapid fire.
It
Who
sounds
wants to
like
go
an-
first?
sounds
Raise
like
your
an
hand.
STD. Rapid fire.
Raise your hand.
Ryan.
Okay. Boxers or briefs?
Boxer briefs.
Oh.
I'm on the
Changing
same.
it up.
Same.
Let's go back to 1989 and feel what that's like.
Boxer briefs. Boxer
No
briefs.
way.
Yes, honey.
They don't even sell them anymore.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they
also
do.
love a
If
boxer
you got to
brief.
think of it more like it's a
It's-
modern
it's
boxer
Why?
brief.
It's like,
square
let's
cut.
be sexy, but
It's a tighter.
confining.
It's a tighter.
square
it's
cut.
tighter. Yeah, it's right here.
They
right
sell
here.
them still.
It's more of a.
I think you're thinking about the long hang.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's
that's
still-
no.
it's
Like a
still
nice
no.
short-
It's
yeah,
like
the short. It's like a trunk.
a
It's
short
right here.
you
boxer
guys, a boxer
trunk.
brief is
The
like
upper
an
thigh.
old
Yes.
woman.
I'm wearing one right now.
old-fashioned
Well, I
underwear.
hope old women aren't wearing boxers.
That was a girdle.
No, but it was the old-fashioned 1920s.
Panties.
You guys, 1920s underwear was
look at my
a boxer
panties.
brief.
You're
God,
no,
I got
you're
the
thinking.
body. They're manties.
Yeah, no, these are tight. They're not like they're tight and right underneath the.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah,
here.
but then
The
why
high
the extra
thigh.
material? Why?
No, right here.
No, you're thinking that they're going down
Yeah.
longer. They're not. They stop right here.
Well, then why not wear a brief?
What are you wearing? Boxers or brief? Hello. What do you have on?
Commando.
Come on, what do you have
Ladies'
on?
panties.
I'm Latino. I don't need to
It's
know.
a thong, girl.
That's a brief. That's a brief, honey. That's a brief.
That thong would be breathing
That's
for
a
life.
That's a brief.
You guys, the weirdest habit that you have. And be honest. This is on the rocks.
trying to think of a
Weirdest habit, like
Habit.
The weirdest
What's
habit.
a weird habit?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Well, I don't think like people think of their habits as weird because then that would be every time you
I
did
know,
it,
I'm
you'd
trying-
be like,
I'm-
"Ooh, that's
okay,
weird."
what's a habit that you probably wouldn't share on a first date? How about that?
Somebody give me.
You guys, we all know
God,
what
I
we're
don't know,
doing.
I'm gonna
know.
answer. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking.
Oh, I bite my nails.
Do you?
Yeah, okay,
I
so
bite my nails.
yeah.
Do you know?
But you do it in private. So
Yeah,
nobody
I
can
mean,
see.
also I kind of sometimes.
Where do
I
you
have to
spit out your
Generally can't think
nails?
of it.
No, I,
Right here on your floor. No.
Well, we're still transitioning with this studio, so it's fine.
I
No, but that's a good example because nobody wants to see you bite your nails and spit them on the floor.
I play with my hair like I push
Oh
my
my God,
hair
that's
to the
the
side.
wor-
Okay.
that's
Okay. Also, wait. I'll give you a
literally
better
the
one. I'll give you a better one.
worst
I'll give you a
weird
better one. Okay. I
no idea.
sometimes I only wear black socks. By the way, so I don't like white socks, and I only wear black socks. And sometimes there are little fuzzies that get caught in my nails, and I enjoy taking them out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's
that
good.
sounds
That's
weird.
good.
But that's something.
I hate those fuzzies.
Yeah, I hate those fuzzies too. But I do like taking them. I'm like, oh, nice.
You know,
I got nothing here. I can't even think of it. Honestly, I'm an open
I've
book. I
heard
would
from
not-
people that you date.
Well,
by the way.
I would like
That's
to hear
not
my
true.
habits.
I just talked about my feet, so I mean,
Yeah.
you could think of something.
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I would give you something if I had it, but I cannot think of a weird habit.
Okay.
I do a lot of weird things, but I can't think.
Okay.
of a
Okay.
habit.
One. Like.
Do you pick your nose?
Probably.
Everybody
yeah.
picks their
There you go.
nose.
There you go. I tousled the idea of telling you I pick my nose, so maybe he could just have it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
You guys, we're supposed to be honest here. Worst date you ever had, and what happened? Boom.
Oh God.
Since you were so terrible at this.
God, it's been 16 years. I can't remember.
You've been with your boyfriend or your
Consistently?
husband?
For
Yeah.
the entire 16 years. Wow, I feel horrible.
Not one breakup.
Wow.
It's very low
Have you
drama.
ever had a bad date with him? What about like your worst date with your partner?
No,
right
no,
now?
no. I don't want to do that. Like,
Well, like we did like 3 dates and then it was like lesbianed out. So we haven't really done that many.
but like when you were
dates.
still like
Save these
not
questions.
out.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you
it,
serious? Then you have to go now. Go
going
now.
now.
Go now.
Running.
Corey Z has
Do you know where
to
the
pee.
bathroom is?
Yes, I went there before.
It's like a Dr. Seuss book. Corey Z has to pee.
we got together so young that I haven't really dated, which is crazy.
Okay, so how about
I was like 20.
8:20. Sorry.
my co-host is showing.
I'll fill in for him. Okay, here we go. What do you want to know about Corey?
Oh, I'm sure there's many. Okay, well,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, I'll help you out here.
Okay.
So
You know, I was
Wait.
good at the rapid fire last time,
No,
but
no.
these are hard ones.
let me tell you one of my weirdest
it
dates.
gets harder from here.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow. Talk about a weird habit.
You guys, we're having actors from the Academy Award nominated film Green Book.
So my weirdest date was I went to a TJI Fridays. So already we're starting out strong. Okay.
I could never see that because you are pretty fancy. Because when
Yeah,
we want
I
to
am.
like, hey,
I was-
do you have
I was
like
like
10 minutes to
17.
meet for a drink? I'd be like, let's meet at Trunks. I'd be like, no.
No, I don't know who goes to Trunks, but I do know.
I
but you
love
gotta-
Trunks.
But you go to TGI Fridays?
I was like 17, and it was a pre-movie date. We were going to see Final Destination, like when it had
Which number?
like
How old are
two.
you?
I'm 30. And
He's
proud.
like one.
And my date fell asleep during the movie. Like
Who recommended the movie? You or him?
I did.
Okay, so the
I
problem
actually
is
love Final
there are
Destination.
people that just fall asleep at movies.
Because it's like, it's so cheesy, it's wonderful. Let's hold hands.
Yeah, but like I was
Mwah.
like giving him like a hand job, like doing every like
No.
Well, clearly it wasn't that good.
it was like that exciting time in your teenage years, you know, like when you were like making out in the dark. I will jump behind this table. Corey's
Curtis
back.
Draco.
Corey's
Okay.
back.
You missed out. His bad date was
My
when
bad
he
date
would get-
fell asleep on me while I was giving him a hand job in the movie theater. Okay, he fell asleep on me, sweetie.
We have little
Slut.
hands. Maybe it didn't.
God, I'm
worst
out of
date.
breath.
Worst date ever. I think he actually went.
I
to,
ran.
He totally
like,
went to the bathroom.
He went to get his like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like line.
No, he went to pee.
No, what I'm saying is like.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Shut up.
I love Corey Z. I just love Corey Z.
He's been talking about how much he's loved you for like a day now. by the way.
No,
Yes, you said you love.
I love all my guests.
Worst date. This
Worst
one.
date. Worst date.
Oh God, it's been a minute. Actually, no. It was it wasn't that recent. But we went on a date and went to this restaurant, and I'm like, oh wow, I've never been here. It's really nice. And out of nowhere, he goes, oh, so you take all your guys here? I'm like, okay, crazy, already going that way. Sit there. I'm letting it go. Letting it go.
Wait. You said you'd never been there, and he said,
I've never been to this restaurant
And then he
before.
was like, "You take all your dates here?"
Oh, I was like, I want to come here again. He's like, yeah, you must take all your dates here.
Oh, why so angry right away?
I know someone
I don't
has
understand.
issues. They have issues.
When you get angry right away, that's scary. It's
Yeah,
a
I
red
know.
flag.
Yeah, honey,
Red
I know.
It was
flag,
like
honey.
that. It was like that comment on Instagram. He read it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right, the no way you're
Yeah.
not. Yep.
So we sit down and my phone starts vibrating. He's like, oh, is that one of your boyfriends? I'm like, oh, dear God.
Oh, that's.
This
I
is
feel like we've known each other for
You
47
win.
minutes.
I was like, I would expect this from like date 4.
Right.
But
Right.
like, seriously?
Or like you on Netflix.
Right, literally.
Oh yes, that's.
This
a good
show is
show.
brought to you by.
Okay.
That sucks.
So I know, but then here's me. I mean, okay, we'll still go back to your place.
Oh my God, Corey.
So whatever. And then trying to sleep, and this man will not like let me go. Like he's like
Because you're so
all like he's
cuddly.
like he won't let me go. I'm like, Jim,
He
fucking
must
move.
have been cute though for
Well,
you to go
it's-
back to the.
Right.
Well, yeah, and it's been a really long
Let's
time.
talk about
It's
this.
been like a really long time. So okay.
He had chicken legs and he wanted chicken wings.
Oh my. So I mean,
Drumsticks on it.
I mean, like we're
Kurt
laying
has no
there.
idea the terms that we're using. Anyway.
So the whole night I couldn't sleep, and at like 6 a.m, I'm like, I'm done. I wake up. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, I have to go to work. And meanwhile, he knows I'm a bartender. So
Are you working the breakfast shift?
no, that's why I'm like. That's why I knew he's not stupid.
Well, the Abbey has the breakfast.
breakfast.
I do love a good breakfast drink.
He's not dumb, so he realized that I'm just leaving because I can't stand being next to you.
You know, but that's so rough.
Wait,
It's
okay,
like-
so how was the second date?
There was not.
But it's so funny, like as gay men, what we're willing to do when we're like, but then the next day it's like,
Right.
I did this with you, but your snoring is gonna bother me. But I was
That was my
You're
first
right.
date since the asshole.
That's a big point, Alexander. That's a good point.
DJ Ryan Kenney.
Yes, my dear.
This is from.
We're finishing the complete.
No, there's another one.
Yeah, no.
I want to know where we started. I'm just a little curious.
Full bottle. That bottle was full. Full bottle.
DJ Ryan Kenney.
Yes, mother.
And this is a really good question.
Here, butted.
Thank you.
How did you successfully hit the scene? Because, especially now, you can't just say, I'm a DJ, email Abby, Mickey's, or whatever, and be like, I'm a DJ and I have great whatever. How did you hit the scene, and what would be your tips for a new DJ hitting the scene?
It's totally different now, but for me,
Writing it down. I'm writing down.
oh, writing down.
Yeah, I'm writing down.
For me,
I think it's a good question.
Mental notes.
So
It is.
when I left music school and I decided I wasn't going to do music, I felt empty.
Let's reverse.
Yeah.
Music school.
Yeah.
So can we commiserate? I was at Chapman University because I was
Oh yeah,
a singer.
conservatory.
Yeah. Were you
Same.
there?
No, University of Pacific Conservatory, but there's not a lot of conservatories.
Well, that was my.
I grew up on Chapman. Chapman and Crawford Canyon, right there.
You don't
We were
remember
like
me, do
neighbors.
you? I was younger. I was.
Well, if I keep drinking, I won't remember you anymore. Tonight.
You will remember this episode because it'll be. But no, but I'm saying is like I was in the music program, whatever, and it was
Yeah.
drilled in. It was like music theory, beats. You
on
have
the
to
beach.
write whatever, and I was like, no,
your
I was
voice?
in musical theater. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I was musical theater. I was working actually at the Roxy in Hollywood.
Holy shit. That's so cool.
As Charlie Brown, which was a weird family thing that they did. but it was so weird. But it was so music school was so damaging to me and my
Same.
tongue.
So I got in singing opera, but I had really not enough music theory background. So
But you must have had the voice.
I got in just singing a full voice high C. And so they needed
Are you
guys that
kidding?
could sing. Yeah, I sound
Can
like
you
a
sing
cocktail
us?
server in an oil rig now. I have nodes, so
The only high C I know is that vitamin
it's
pack.
it's bad.
Can you
Same.
just sing like a little bit?
Un ombra di pace si mostra il mio cor, affanno che piace. You can hear there's certain things I can't quite hit, but
Okay, girl.
You have to sing now.
No. Right.
It's only fair. It's only fair.
No.
Give us a little Britney.
Yes. Kurt, can you put the reverb up? Yes.
No.
Give us a little bit.
No, I don't know Brittany, and I'm not doing it. I know Brittany, but I'm not doing it. No, I'm
Io
I'm
sole
shy.
dal Gange, io sole dal Gange, più chiaro,
See, no nodes there.
Gays,
That's not
gays,
my voice.
Gays.
But when I went to Chapman University, they taught me that was my voice. That's not my voice.
Well,
That's very interesting.
so I couldn't sing anymore. So what next? So I started playing music. Actually, no, I started making mixes online, like playlists online, and then started getting people following that. And then I got a little software and started doing it together with the software. And do you know Steve Machuca?
Yes, yes.
So Steve Machuca used to be a promoter, and he was like, I want you to be my DJ for this new party. And a week before, I did not think he was serious. He's like, okay, we're starting on Tuesday. And my very first time even attempting to touch a DJ mix, doing anything at all, was live in person. And it was a freaking train wreck.
Same.
Because I didn't know the difference between like fast and slow music. So I'd go from like a boom, 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 and then all of a sudden it'd be like boom, boom, boom. It was horrible. And then I thought it'd be really cute to do the song "Smoke Weed Every Day" at midnight, and then I like lit up a joint in the club, and then got too stoned, and then started getting so nervous. But it was 800 people the first night, and it was a Tuesday night, and it went on for a year. So I had 4 hours every week, forced practice, and by the end of that year, I was working all over the place. Totally forced into it. I did not in a million years think about being a DJ. It was a total happenstance.
Bam.
You guys.
Serendipity.
This is
Such a good movie, by the way.
Right?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're at the end. But honestly, like, we have so many different stories from entertainment that come together in so many different ways. Cory, do you have any final statement to say?
Where's my shot?
No, but for real, like you being single, and people are probably DMing you all these things.
Oh, I don't read those.
Smart.
Smart. It's too time consuming.
Yeah, smart. Smart.
I don't have. I can't.
I wouldn't even dabble over there.
There's never anything interesting
There's
there.
nothing
never.
good over there. You don't want to go over there.
I know.
Yeah.
If I have to see one more dick pic.
Yeah. And you will.
God, I hate that. Stop sending me dick pics.
Please, no, don't do it.
The pics I'm getting, you don't even want to know. Oh, no, we have to talk about Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have to end the show. Lindsay Lohan. Kurt, can you play this clip? This clip went viral.
Epic.
Epic.
Honey, this is how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch.
There is Mr. Ryan Kenney, by the way. Hello.
Do I know a fun fact?
It wasn't until this aired that I even knew that that was me in the original video. So it went viral.
It went
big.
super viral.
It went big for like a week or two.
Right.
Had no idea I was involved because I was blacked out. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Story of my life.
And
So
then the
was she.
second
So was she.
angle came out, and then I was like, holy shit, that was actually me. So yeah. So I actually don't remember it happening. See,
Okay,
I don't
but
know how
that's
much
in
info I have.
Mykonos. You remember going to the plane. How did you
Yeah.
get booked for that event?
So a good friend of mine's birthday, Xander.
Oh, actually, this is
Trigo.
from another DJ. How do you get booked for celebrity events? Because that obviously was.
It's just
Grinder.
Just Grande, yeah.
People listening to you when you're DJing other events and other venues.
People that know
they
people
come
that
up
people.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all who you know. It's fucked up but true.
So when that went viral, like, what were your thoughts?
Okay, so
And what was she
I
like, by the
saw
way?
the video and I was like, oh man, I wish that was me up there DJing because I thought the guy in white was the DJ that took over after me.
Have you watched the
Well,
show?
now I know, but I didn't know who he was in the moment.
Well, on the show, the DJ in white, he's like the cover for the.
No, the DJ is.
Who I
It's a
thought
woman.
the DJ was the yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But who I thought the DJ was that took over after me was Pano, who is the
Oh,
owner.
the actual guy.
Because in the video, it's that guy in the
Yeah,
white.
but how they're selling it on the actual
Right.
show it
Is that-
was the girl.
Totally.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, they're selling it on.
But
right.
that day, there was someone that opened for me, and then I played for 4 hours, and then someone closed for me. So I just assumed, because I didn't see myself, and I saw the guy in white, and
Yeah.
I was, at that point, blacked out.
he
They
was-
served you a lot of drinks. Because here's the thing.
Of course they do.
Well, they
Here's
were
the thing.
filming the whole time.
So
right?
you,
Yeah.
I got there an hour before I started, and then they filmed me going to the bar with the cast 5 times. Told us they had to get different angles, but it was really kind of a way to get us all drunk.
Drunk, right.
So by the
Did they
time
do
I went
that
on, I
Ex
was
on
like,
the beach?
We drank 24/7.
Yeah.
that's what they want. They want everyone drunk. So they got
That's
us
not fair.
really, really drunk before.
But fun fact, I actually interviewed for that show.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and then
I
I
think you would have been.
And then
really-
no,
Oh,
and then here's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
And then I interviewed for X on the Beach at the same time. And then I guess maybe it was MTV, but they
We got
chose,
television gold right here that everyone wants him.
But they
No,
chose.
but like he's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And they chose me for X on the Beach instead of the Lohan show.
Well,
So-
I mean, Murray was.
Well, I know it was a good, better storyline, I guess.
Right,
for me.
yeah,
It was, yeah.
More history.
But I rather would have had the Lohan show.
Oh
That
yeah.
would've been fun.
Just
I have to tell you, the
Yeah.
Lohan show was great.
It's good.
How much interaction did you have with Lindsay?
So she was up there. There's a lot that I do remember, but the dance part was where it started to get fuzzy. But she came over. So the picture of me like this,
I remember. Yeah.
she just came up,
To your
reached
computer,
right in
right.
front of me, and just started going through my computer. She'd find a song she liked, and then she'd drag it on. But the problem with DJ music is you have about a minute or a minute and a half
Right.
of build. So she dragged the song on, and it would be like dum 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 dum, and 30 seconds later it'd be dum ch, dum ch, dum ch. The whole crowd is like stopped and
Dina
staring.
Lohan is here. Dina Lohan.
And by the time they're like looking at me, she's already walked away. So everyone's just looking at me like I'm a train wreck. Which, I mean, let's be fair.
But that's not.
It was a good time. And the thing is, they pushed the whole thing was like, you're on vacation. We want you to have fun. So they just kept bringing drink
But you're
after
still
drink.
doing your job.
What's that?
Elton John, I have to know.
Yes.
Working his party, what was that like?
The party was great. I do have a good story though from that.
Okay, hurry up because we
Okay,
have 2 minutes.
make it quick. So the event planner that did that party hired me for another party at a billionaire's house. It was a dinner party for like 12
A
people.
billionaire's house?
Yeah, billionaire's house. So 12 people dinner, and they have a DJ. And the person throwing the party is like, we want Cafe Del Mar, sexy, loungy. I'm like, got this. So my vibe. I get there and I'm playing sexy stuff. And then I hear this click, 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 click. And I look up and there's this asymmetrical Bob walking at me. And I realize it's Posh Spice. And she's like, come on, mate, we don't like techno. And I'm like, fuck, if she's calling this techno, I'm screwed.
I love that you called her posh.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. You know,
you gave her relevance, by the way.
She's Posh, not Victoria Beckham.
Right.
Subway let her loose.
As you'll learn after this that she wears the pants.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, what do you want to hear? She starts naming pop artists. I'm like, okay, well, to split the difference between the host and what she wants, I'll do chilled out remixes of pop music, Bruno Mars, whatever. I start playing it. 5 minutes later, or 10 minutes later, David Beckham comes up and he's like, mate, you got to give me the radio version of this. Like, we need just original. I'm like, I don't do that. I'm very clear about what I do.
Oh.
And this is right when Spotify started to get big.
You told David Beckham what's up.
And I was like, I
That
can
takes balls,
only do what I can do.
Score!
Like, you know? And so the owner comes up, she's like, we got to do something. The Beckhams want pop music. I was like, okay, give me the Wi-Fi and I'll put it on Spotify. I did not have Spotify. I did not know that it had commercials. So I put on a playlist and I crossed my arms.
$4.99 per month, by the way.
I'm pouting. I'm like,
This is such a great
yeah.
start.
And then it goes.
You had no radio edits of anything?
I don't do that because when you DJ, you need something to mix
No, of
to.
course, but you don't even have them.
No.
Wow.
No, he's an
Wow.
artist.
No,
Yeah. I mean,
yes, I understand.
I mean, I could listen to the radio,
right. Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
So after 3 songs, it's like, get your degree at DeVry, blah, 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 over the speakers, and everyone at dinner is looks over at me with the look of death.
Oh my
and
God.
then I'm panicked.
Oh my God.
So I'm trying to put my credit card information, and I'm fucking it up, and did it 3 times. And then 1 song goes by, 2 songs goes by, and I'm like, here comes that 3rd song. And these are short radio edits. So I'm got 3 minutes. So right before the end of the song, I got the credit card information in. And I was good, but I
that good
I stood
Spotify
there.
Pro.
I stood there, and I
my
just
God.
was like,
This should have been your headlining story.
That's
right?
so funny.
I know. I got stories for days.
Oh my
sister.
God. Favorite song you've ever remixed?
A Wrecking Ball. Yeah.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
because it's.
I mean,
All
I
right.
love Toto Africa.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, honey.
You guys, we have to end the show, but
No. Why?
We have to.
Why?
We have to.
But we
'Cause
don't have to
Kurt
end
has
drinking.
to go home.
Okay. Good night, Kurt.
Well, we do, Kurt. Let's have the key.
Oh no, I didn't mean here, Scissor. I didn't mean here.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, we're going
But we're
out.
going to end it on rapid fire.
Oh dear.
Do you want me to get a little deep, or should we do fun and then deep?
Who doesn't like deep?
Oh my.
I'll take it deep.
Well, apparently I'm
I'm
not
a
alone.
blouse. I'm a feminine top. I've never in my life.
Isn't that called a blouse?
Yes.
Feminine top is definitely called
Urban
a blouse.
Dictionary.
You're a blouse. That's so good.
Yes, it's.
Yeah.
Hello. Who wants to go first?
No.
Cory this time.
Oh, all right. Can it be happy?
Yeah, you should do it. Let Cory go first.
Superhero you would catch yourself as.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Rapid.
Oh shit! It's rapid. That's right. No, I don't know. Well, yeah, okay, Superman. Even though I have a
Wait, that's mine.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but I could see him as Superman.
Bless you.
Thor, because I love laying that hammer. Oh shit!
Yeah, Thor I could see.
Catwoman, you know.
All right.
Yeah. I want to wear the suit. Yeah.
It's a perfect.
It wouldn't
costume.
fit you.
Robin.
Most overrated pop singer. Go. It's actually pretty easy.
Overrated top singer.
Pop singer.
Whoa!
Right
Whoops,
now, you know who
daisies.
I'm not for right now? I actually don't like Kim Petras. I'm not here for Kim Petras right now. She's a pop singer, and she's not that great.
Who?
Right.
Exactly. He's
Right.
taking
There-
it easy.
you know,
How about one of the main?
Designer.
No. How about one of the top pop singers?
Okay, sure. I think
Mine's
that,
Beyonce, so I set that.
I think
so.
that I think that Katy Perry is done. I'm done with Katy Perry.
Believe that
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah. Ariana Grande.
Yeah. her too.
Yeah?
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Beyonce too.
I almost went with Ariana Grande, and then I thought Katy
It's
Perry.
weird.
I mean, I like her. I do, but
Right.
it's just like
Meh.
I just need a break.
Yeah.
Like I've heard Beyonce sing really well. I've seen her perform. She's an amazing performer, but there's something about her that just doesn't inspire me.
You've always said that about Beyonce, though.
And like
but I
I've
said
seen
it
her
before.
live.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen her
said it
live.
before. She
Yeah.
was the
Yeah,
huge
you've
singer.
never-
She puts on an amazing show. She can actually
She's a
sing.
good
But it's
performer.
not her.
But it doesn't feel authentic.
No, it's
and
not.
that's why I live for Rihanna because
Oh my
everything
God.
feels real.
Girl.
No, Beyonce's a performer. She's not a singer.
Yeah,
She's a performer.
she gets. She even
Yeah,
says
yeah.
she's Beyonce, and then she goes
Right.
that Sasha
Then
Fierce is a
why
different
do we
person.
pay so much attention to performers? Britney Spears, whatever.
I love her.
Okay, biggest pet peeve. Biggest pet peeve on somebody that you're dating. You go first.
Oh God, really? I haven't dated in so long.
That's not true. I heard from 2 of your dates yesterday.
You're a liar.
Narcissism.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is.
I'll just speak from my own personal experience. Is my boyfriend falls asleep when we watch TV, and he loves to take out his contacts and just like throw them off the bed.
Does he
'Cause
have
he's, like,
new contacts every day?
Yeah, he's like the
Okay,
dailies.
okay.
And so it doesn't seem that big of a deal until you walk and you think you're stepping on a cockroach or something.
You're like, ugh.
you're like, ah!
Oh, they get crusty.
That's your biggest.
It's the one thing I.
That's lovely.
the one.
Yeah, that's a
one-
nice problem
That's
to
your
have.
one
biggest
thing
thing.
that
That's
fucking
their
drives me.
We're getting divorced.
divorced.
Are you okay? Should we do a domestic
Yeah,
It drives me
abuse
That's not bad.
organization
nuts.
for that?
It's the little things though that drive you crazy. It's
Yeah.
like the stuff that happens all the time. You're like, we've talked about this.
I think
My boyfriend doesn't do that to me
Your
because he doesn't exist.
He's got 20/20 vision.
I think like cavity breath, like when it's like
Oh.
Ooh,
like
what?
when it's
First of all, the cavity is the first
like,
problem.
like when it's beyond the point of bad breath, but they just have like terrible
rotten
like,
mouth. Like,
oral
oh god.
hygiene.
First of all, don't.
You know,
Are
get
you
in a
are you
relationship.
dating homeless people?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying that I can't. Like when any
They're looking back at the pillow.
any sort of bad breath turns me up. Like I.
Oh, yeah,
can't.
same.
Like even if it's like a mix of like
But
wine.
wait a minute. That's not. We wake up in the morning, and that's part
Everyone
of it.
has morning
Yeah, well, I
breath.
wake up in the morning and I go and I brush my teeth. I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't.
but
It's like Kristen Wiig when she goes to the bathroom, freshens up,
yeah.
and comes
Yeah,
back.
bridesmaids.
It's different though when you wake up with it or when you just have it 24/7.
Well, yeah, cavity breath, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's past bad breath. It's
Get that
cavity
root
breath.
canal.
Get it. Go spend
Yeah.
the money that you have to do. Go.
Yeah.
I guess
Just
I
saying.
don't have the same. Anyway, biggest hope that you have for the future, and this is rapid fire. So I just give that, breathe it. Biggest hope you have for yourself for the future, regardless of dating, regardless of your body. What is your biggest hope?
That this country,
serious.
this country can mend, and we can come together. That's my biggest.
Oh, I was being selfish.
Do you
It's
really
about
want?
me.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I thought it was about me.
So did I. I thought it was about me, so I was
All
going
of
to be
you.
selfish.
You
Oh.
really want this country to meld together. We've seen that
Just
so
to
many
mend,
people-
mend all the pain that we're dealing with.
You're not running for Miss America.
Well, I'm running from her.
Oh, I'm voting in Vegas, by the way.
And Mr. America will run too. Mrs. America, no. Anyways.
I was just gonna say like being happy.
That's it?
Like,
That's it,
yeah,
yeah.
just like staying happy for myself.
But don't you think that kind of would make us all a
But
little
you guys,
happier?
No,
this
not
sounds so
necessarily.
whatever. I want not for.
Is that too much
the
of a
world,
political answer?
For yourself.
Okay. All right.
For yourself.
yeah, we were right. You were wrong.
I love
okay,
that.
thank you. Yes. No, I
Biggest
think
hope you have for yourself.
personal happiness and finally, and it sounds like more than it is because you can speak something into existence without actually acting on it. But you could talk the talk, not walk the walk. But I want to get to a point in my life personally where I don't care about what other people think, and I'm still there, unfortunately.
Eric.
Like I really am.
Yeah.
I care about what
We all
people.
are.
Everybody
I do.
cares.
This is
Oh,
our
yeah.
business.
But I think that for me to get to a level of really not caring and in my mind not caring, it would be awesome.
And
it
can I
seems
say,
hard. It
we
seems
are
hard.
so different from each other. Look around the room. We're so different, and we still have our fan base. Isn't that crazy?
We all have the same basic
Yeah.
insecurities and same basic issues.
Yeah.
when it comes
We're
down
all
to it.
basic. We
Totally.
Right.
Yeah, but our
Basic issue.
Completely.
Oh, what was the question?
Better memory. That's what we're hoping for.
Better memory.
Your own personal hope.
Oh, my own
For
personal
your
memory.
future.
Oh,
Regardless of whatever.
anything. Oh, if
For
it's-
yourself.
For myself, I would just like to be more successful and have more money because
There you
everybody
go,
wants
honey.
that. Everybody wants that.
Corey, wait a minute though. But, like, is
Say
money
no.
really like your big thing? It's not.
No, I mean it's a
Honey, it's
factor.
everyone's big
It's
thing.
a factor.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I want. Oh, okay, your
Well, I'm
turn.
starting a new business, so I hope that all this time and energy that I'm putting into it will pay off with
What's
money.
your new business?
It's a
I
secret.
can't quite talk.
You know
about
we're
it yet.
nationally syndicated, so
Yeah.
you
Well,
should
I'll
promote
definitely
it.
want to come back when I'm.
Kurt's nationally falling asleep.
When it's not going to get the idea's not going to get stolen.
That's good.
Let's just put it this way. Fat freezing, and you can go do it at the doctor's office.
Can I have that when you get it?
Yes.
Thanks.
Everyone can.
Don't shut me out.
Literally,
Don't fat face.
everyone can. Everyone can.
It's ridiculous to me.
You know, Cool Sculpt. It's like a procedure that you go. So I designed something you could do it at home, and it's $200. Get the product, and you can use it unlimited times.
Does it work?
It fucking works.
We'll have to, that'll be the next show.
It's
he's
like
on.
when
We'll talk about
Rose
that one.
Nyland did the vacuum suck. That's what's happening.
Yeah. So there. That's
All
it.
right.
And that's a wrap.
Is it?
That's that's a wrap, and it is a wrap. So
You guys.
Hey, me.
The product is actually a wrap.
yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to end on a final rapid fire and then give your
shit.
handles.
All right.
Oh dear.
I have to choose this because you guys are so careful.
Bum bum bum.
If you weren't doing this job, what would you be doing? Say it and then give your handles.
Ooh, working with animals. Whether it be vet, volunteering, I don't know what it is, but I love animals.
Like Brian Hahn? Okay.
Come again?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
What's your social media?
Oh, sorry. Handles. DJ Ryan Kenney. Kenney, last name.
Are you gonna? Oh, I thought you were gonna restate the question. Okay.
If you're not doing this, what would you be doing?
Okay. Well, I would be an Uber driver. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'd pull over and be like, oh my God, he's talking so much.
I would be some super powered executive motherfucker.
Amen.
Yes.
Superpowers on top of it. Wow.
Yes.
But like what business?
I don't know, some marketing gig. But
None of y'all business.
yeah, none of y'all business. But that's all. Yeah.
Tell our listeners, viewers, where they can find you. Because I'm sure marketing companies are going to
This is
come out of the
falling
woodwork
apart
for
as
this.
fast.
Gold, honey. Gold.
Oh yeah, my handles are it's just Cory Z07 and that's CORY. There's no E. Please don't do the E. That's all.
Don't do the E, guys. Do not
Please.
do it.
They do that at Starbucks and it makes me angry.
I'm with.
They do E at Starbucks?
Oh, what? I'm with Ryan. I would also work. I'd also work with animals. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
like a
I didn't mean
tiger.
to steal your answer.
No,
Oh my
it's-
God, you
it's
have
a good thing.
never.
I would. That's what I would do.
Don't lie. You've never
Sorry.
worked with animals. Anymore.
Oh, stop it.
Well, that's because he's doing this?
You can find me. It's just Eric Restivo, just my name. Yeah.
Spell it.
How did that last part come out?
Restivo, Restivo, right on the screen. Y'all be great.
Kurt. All right. Huge thank you. To
What
our
about
guest
you?
for today.
Oh yeah.
What
Oh,
would
no,
you
I
be
never-
doing? What would you do?
What we wanna know.
Come on. What would
Inquiring
you be doing if you
minds.
I'd be
weren't doing
stalking
this?
all of you. Thank you so much for our guest today. Kurt, our engineer, Mama Rose in the chat room, our sponsors, Vista Grande Resort, Bearworth Apparel, and our loyal listeners. You guys, I just got word. We have a Green Book star. Green Book is...
Yes, honey, the movie.
Dawn Star will be on, also with Marco. That will be a very interesting episode.
That'll be fun.
Yes. You guys, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, you guys. See you next Tuesday.
Woo!
Oh. This has been On the Rocks with Alexander, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Universal Broadcasting Network. Find me on Facebook on The Rocks Radio Show. Tweet me or Instagram me at On The Rocks On Air. See you next Tuesday.